Yeah. Those were quite good.
Those were good.
It would be hard to beat.
I know. And they were like, you already have Brussels sprouts with balsamic glaze in your dish. And I was like, I'm going to play it safe.
Balsamic glaze.
I know. And they had me there. They had me there.
That sounds so
No. We stayed on Sunday in Savannah.
Oh, yes.
So I tried.
Good choice.
Wanted to see a different, town and city of being more adventurous than I've ever been in my.
Beautiful.
Savannah's beautiful. Savannah feels like very pure South.
Yeah, on the water too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad that we did that because I'm not very adventurous and I typically want to be home right away. I love home. I'm a homebody.
You're not a guy that would be willing to take an adventure? That's surprising, knowing sort of your gears and your...
how you like to talk to random people.
Yeah. Talking to strangers, which is still the weirdest thing. I don't know why anyone...
Did we talk about how I was talking to random strangers?
But we were able to gather from your fiance that you were randomly talking to people at the pool.
She said I was ruining her vacation, and we were there for an extra 12 hours.
Yeah, because instead of talking to her and relaxing with her, you were talking with random people you'll never see again.
You'll never see them again.
But,
why?
What do you mean, but?
If there's a big but here.
This is a vacation. You know what a vacation is?
It was a
BAE.
Like hanging out with your bae.
Brett's so old, the vacation wasn't around.
Friday was like welcome party, all of that, like a wedding festivity. Saturday was all wedding festivity. And then on Sunday, we bought a pool pass to the nice pool that was...
you had to buy a pass to go to a pool? Oh, you got a pool pass at the hotel.
Yes. And so I was sitting there with my fiance, and we were reminiscing about how much we can't wait to see our daughter. And then we happened to be sitting in the area where all the kids were, and I started crying. I didn't start crying, but I was like, oh, I miss my baby, And so there was a couple that seemed approachable.
Oh, no. They had kids with them back?
One kid. They had, and
no. So you said,
that's
this
creepy.
is so cute.
That's
our
creepy.
daughter's
Is it
lurking?
So
You're lurking?
I lurked.
You're trying to say
they were about 5 feet in front of us, on an area that was probably 1 foot deep. So then I wandered into the pool on my way to the bathroom, and I just started to asking them some questions. I was like, hey, we were just talking.
Oh my God. Hey.
How do I not become a victim of this? I just want to know.
If I was that family, I'd say, come here, baby girl. Let's get away from this guy.
Slow down, because I was like, hey, how's it? How did I approach this family?
It's one thing if they're in your orbit where you sort of run into them on.
No, I ran into them.
But yeah, Ben forced himself.
I ran into them because I think I hopefully started with we have a 15-month-old, and so I was curious, what's it like hanging out with how old's your daughter? And they were like, she's about 2 years old. It's like, oh, yeah, so we have a 15-month-old, and we're trying to figure out fun places that we could take our daughter. How is this place for you guys? Is this a good place to bring? It would that's normal.
I don't know. Wisconsin Dells.
No.
I don't know. Disney.
It sounded like Ben just needed some interaction. He just needed to just have a weird conversation with strangers. Not like he was doing any sort of homework for his beautiful baby daughter, but more.
No, I was. I called it market research.
So you went up to them and said, I need to glean some information from that family.
Hey, you know what else they have? Instead of bothering some family who's trying to enjoy their family vacation, you just ask Google good places to take kids.
But we were there without our kid, and they were there with a kid, so I want to know if this was a great place to take a kid.
I wonder how your fiance feels being neglected.
Yeah, because you said Friday, all wedding stuff. Saturday, all wedding stuff. So Sunday was the only day, just the two of you.
Without the baby.
And Ben
Old
goes
times.
and looks for other people to talk to.
She said I was ruining her vacation.
You were.
I didn't understand why.
You were. Instead of just sitting there with her,
And then I did start talking to the people to the left of us.
Oh my gosh. Do you gather that any of these people wanted this conversation?
Well, she then was shocked that I was on a vacation 5 years ago, and I still text with somebody that I met in Cabo.
Dog, something wrong.
That is
we
bizarre.
bonded over
That's
investments, and at the time, cryptocurrency was really hot.
And you
His name's Tim. He's out in Seattle.
So you just randomly text Tim.
Yeah, he randomly texted me.
Yeah,
that's bizarre.
Ben,
that's just weird.
We talk about Strofe.
Holy cow, I'm a tool.
Yeah, we talk about Strofe and his desire to always want to be included. and wanted to be part of, like, have friends. Will you be my friend?
I wasn't looking for that. Like,
No,
it was natural.
You're texting Tim 5 years later.
There's nothing natural.
Tim's texting me 5 years later. We hit it off.
What are you
that's
texting
weird.
about of substance? Cryptocurrencies?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Market trends.
How long did you talk to these people for?
Oh, that week trip, probably like 3 out of 5 days I was
you
there.
made a friend for real. That's so weird.
They started wanting to like hang out. Hey, do you want to come with us to this restaurant?
You were young and
oh
fun.
my gosh.
Now, what about these people?
and Tim was he had to be in his 40s, and I was like 29 at the time.
That's also very weird.
Oh, he played basketball? But
No. This was just.
he found out. You told him your name. You said I'm Ben Brust.
But somebody doesn't Google you right away.
No.
Ben leads with that.
If I didn't know Ben
when have I led with that?
Oh, Ben, do these people who were in Savannah, Georgia, do they know that you play basketball by chance?
Are you talking about the people in the wedding?
No, I'm talking about the people at the pool.
No, of course not. No, I was doing market research for my daughter. This wasn't about me. I make a lot of things
market
research about Hilton Head.
That's baloney.
It's not baloney. I want
market research for your daughter about Hilton Head.
Yeah, to figure out if it would be a good place to take her.
How do you introduce yourself? Hey, I'm Ben Brust.
I didn't introduce myself. I just started peppering them with questions.
What's the first thing you said to them? Hey!
Probably that. I don't know. So I'm lame. Fine. All right, I get it. I'm lame.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's as lame as
Holy cow, I'm
the
a tool.
Packers continuously shoving the tush push up my face. Because the vote was split 16-16 when the Packers initially had the NFL vote on the tush push being banned. And now they've changed the language in it to not be the second the ball is snapped. And they want it to be like no helping from behind on blocking. Like you need to be blocking somebody in front of you. And I just can't believe that we are spending time on a play that happens how often?
They probably run it maybe twice a game at most.
0.28% of all snaps on offense in the NFL was how many times the tush push was ran.
The Eagles use it a lot.
Yeah,
the Eagles and the Bills. We're targeting two teams, and the Packers are on the front end of making sure that, hey, we're the people that want to make sure this is banned. It's so lame. Like, the other two teams found an advantage. Your job is to figure out how to stop that advantage or to find the next advantage. That's what sports is. It's about finding a competitive advantage based off the rules that are made for you and pushing that envelope. All the great dynasties, all the great teams, they always say you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And this, I guess, technically isn't cheating, but they have a competitive advantage. Find your own competitive advantage. That, to me, is what I don't like about this of being on the forefront. It feels so soft.
Yeah.
And they play the Eagles once this year. They don't even play the Bills.
Well,
and they're so focused on it.
It's really bad timing for the Packers because they lost in the opener in Brazil and they lost in the playoffs and they eventually won the Super Bowl. So with the Packers being the team that is sort of campaigning this, it's a tough look. If I was on the Packers defense, and not only the first time did it go through, but didn't work, now a second time to get it pushed, embarrassed would be too strong, but a level of frustration where I'm like, listen, like I'm part of the unit that couldn't stop this, and now management is going. They probably didn't talk to the players. They probably didn't
this is Mark Murphy.
Like, hey, defense, bring in the defense, guys. What should we do? Should we try to figure out a way to get this banned? The players probably have no say in this, but if you're a player in that locker room, you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's our team that looks soft. Because I'll tell you what, if Devin Hester, which he was like elite at returning punts, if for whatever reason he became so good at returning punts that the Carolina Panthers were like, and he took one back on me, which never happened. But they said the Carolina Panthers said, we need to figure out a way to prevent Devin Hester from returning punts legally with the NFL.
Oh, it's
as
so
the punter, I'd be like,
different.
It's a football play.
No, it's not a
embarrassing.
football play. It's not a football. It's a rugby play. This isn't rugby. If you
But
want to watch,
if you want to
watch rugby, go watch New Zealand take on India or something like that, or England or Australia in rugby. But this is NFL football, and when you have aiding and abetting, what is it, Strove? When you have somebody pushing the runner,
Aiding and abetting. Why'd you need Strove for that?
But
Because I'm the vocabulary guy around here, obviously.
aiding and abetting is the legal term of like cops,
murder.
I believe.
Oh, they're aiding the runner. They're aiding the runner. They're pushing.
Abetting, I
If
believe.
you can't,
I don't know why I said murder.
What did you just say?
It just means running away, right?
Yeah, but what did you say?
I don't know why I said murder.
Yeah, you did say that.
Aiding and abetting
If I
means
can't
helping and housing
If
a
I
criminal.
can't pull a runner forward, why can't I push him on the back like that and push him forward like it's a rugby play? I'm glad the Green Bay Packers are standing for something. I'm glad they are. I'm glad
they're wasting their time on 0.028% of snaps in which they're involved in playing against the team next year.
It's a stupid play that they should get rid of, and I'm glad that the Green Bay Packers are rallying the rest of the NFL. Because remember, before the last owners meeting, they didn't have enough votes, but the Packers knew that it was not a lost cause, and now the Eagles are trying to rally some votes to stop the momentum, right? The momentum coming at the Eagles and letting them know they're not going to be able to use the push. But this is why I'm completely okay with it. I can't stand A.J. Dillon. I'm glad he's gone. But real champions like A.J. Brown, they asked A.J. Brown about it. He says, just one play. We'll just do something else. Like, whatever.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty awesome.
They asked the offensive lineman from the Eagles, Jordan Mailata, and he said, hey, if we can't do it that way, we'll just do it another way. We'll just run the football.
But that's the point. They're willing to figure out a way to figure out how to continue to be successful. Everyone's crying.
That's what a championship mentality is. They say, hey, a
championship mentality, for them, that's the good thing.
We had an advantage of trying to push somebody. We don't need somebody to push because we got the big boys up front. That's the championship mentality that I like. But the Eagles ain't crying. Y'all crying, not the Eagles.
Isn't the response you either figure out how to adopt it into your offense or you figure out a way to stop it on defense and maybe a little bit of both?
That's a stupid football play. It's not a real football play. It's not a play.
But there's a QB sneak, which is basically what this is.
A QB sneak where somebody's being pushed forward.
But don't
You're getting
you always see linemen pushing the pile if the running back? They continue that. They let that go.
Well, ban it, man. Ban that too. If you want to be equal.
Here comes Kyle the Karen to ban everything.
No, I think the tush push should be banned. I'm glad
we should be focusing on actual things that are consistently happening in the NFL. Like, do we like pass interference? Do you want that reviewable? Do you want that to be changed? Do you want the touchback rule to be changed? There are other things that happen that have a bigger impact consistently.
Where do you get off, sir? Seriously, what are we doing here? Why are you against improving the game? Why are you against making
Because
it a
I don't like when
players?
you don't have a competitive advantage that you cry about
if Jalen Hurts was on the Green Bay Packers and the Packers adopted it, you guys would be saying, this is ridiculous. We figured out a way.
Because it positively impacts us.
I'm not for cheating, Brad. And you know what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing? Cheating. You know what Mark Murphy is doing as his last gift to the NFL? He's improving the game. He's improving safety measurements.
This safety argument has been proven not right.
For the game.
Oh, my God.
No, y'all saw Chris Jones after he was in the Super Bowl. He went to the sideline, was moving his shoulder.
Every play in the NFL, somebody gets hit.
It's different.
I'm pretty sure they've proven that it's no more likely to get injured on that play than any other play.
They can't prove anything. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I'm with Strofe on this one. They can't prove anything.
When you're saying you're with Strofe, he's not actually saying anything. He's just saying stuff.
He's just chirping.
I mean, who cares if the play's
Mark
banned?
Murphy is improving the game he loves and dedicated his life to, fellas, okay?
If the NFL wants to ban it, let them ban it.
Who are you to stop him?
The last measure for Mark Murphy could be the draft, but he's insisting it's tush push.
Well, he tried to do it before
Because
the
what's a better long-term thing for the National Football League, Brad? Something that already happened or something that can affect the future? Answer that for me.
Boom roasted.
Riddle me this. I just wanted to say
That's actually pretty good.
800-990-3776. I see about 75% are with Kyle. 25% of people on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 are with us. And I like the people that are with us, obviously, Brad. And those are only the texts I'm going to read. Bill chimes in. Football is won in the trenches. The Eagles have found a way to win that battle consistently. Other teams need to step up and figure a way to defend it or do it yourself. Saying it's not a real football play is a cop-out.
It's not a real football play. It's not. Pushing somebody like that is not a real
football play. What's the definition of a real football play? You're just making the definition up right now for yourself.
Calling hike, handing the football off and letting somebody run.
They don't say hike anymore.
Getting the snap and going forward. That's what a football play is not. Let's come together in a scrum and see how far we can push the pile forward. No. That's not a real football play. Football is designed to have plays, not have advantages where you're just pushing somebody. That's sloppy and that's beneath us.
Isn't it just winning with strength?
Beneath us.
Brian Bulaga famously said that what part of what he loves as an offensive lineman is putting someone somewhere else against their will.
Yeah,
Yes.
but then what they're doing is they're trying to get a competitive advantage. Instead of having Brian Bulaga put somebody on his backside, they have Brian Bulaga try to put somebody on his backside while somebody is pushing the runner forward. You have two people pushing the runner forward, one person pushing the runner forward. It's illegal. Well, it should be illegal and will be.
Yeah.
No more tush push, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
I don't
like
like
that.
Stroh's energy today. He's just like Bert and Ernie right now.
I like the cosign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually it's Stroh versus Kyle. I've never seen you guys team up before.
Yeah, it's
It's a little weird.
Because
I'm not gonna lie,
above
it's
all-
throwing me off.
Because above all, Benjamin, me and Kyle support one thing. One thing only. That's the Green Bay Packers.
Who play the
Green
Eagles
Bay
this year,
Packers.
and you're scared of the tushy pushy.
Ain't nobody worried about that tush push.
I hope
I ain't worried about it.
I hope that
Yeah,
Matt
'cause you got-
LaFleur-
Because I'm not going to have to see it.
Yeah.
I hope Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love come up with something so innovative that it gives them an edge that the whole league says we got to get rid of him.
You're right.
And
it's
then
gonna happen.
you guys,
It's going to happen.
and then you
And I'm going to say, you know what? They cheated the system just like the Eagles. And the Eagles had a good run. They
And
won the Super Bowl because
They
of
sure
that.
did.
And when Jordan Love wins a Super Bowl for doing something, right, hopscotch, whatever we're going to call it, we're all going to be like,
Hopscotch.
probably not fair, but at least they did it while they did it.
wow.
I just feel like it's
Go,
soft.
Pat, go. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark
It is.
Murphy.
The
Great job.
Mark Murphy might be strutting down the street happy about it, but the players, I'm sure the players in the Green Bay
players
are
were
like,
rad.
this is ridiculous.
Rad.
We couldn't possibly figure out how to be strong enough that we need to go to Big Papa Murphy to help save us from the dreaded tush push.
You don't actually think, as the former NFL impressive player that you were 6 years in the NFL, Brad, you don't think players are walking around in the offseason right now going, goodness gracious, thank God we have Mark Murphy. He actually cares about our safety. He
I'm
actually
done
cares
with
about
I'm
the
done
future
with
of this game.
Stroh. Potawatomi
about the
Casino
future.
Hotel is known for its endless ways to win, and they don't ever cop out. Friday, June 27th is a day where they're showing why they're the standard with the highly anticipated season finale of blockbuster drawings. You can watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty roll into drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Be there to win your share. June 27th, only at Potawatomi. Must be 21 years older to play. Jesse Nelson is a turd. I'll tell you why next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN,
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
The NFL, there are no gimmies in this business. You earn everything you get. You haven't earned jack yet.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Led them in receiving.
That's great.
Both receptions and yards
That's
each
great.
of the first
do it.
two
Hey,
seasons.
So do it again. If you're a third-year player, you haven't done anything. Yeah, it's great that you led the team. Do it again.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, The Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy The Bog.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp recently surveyed more than 16,000 people and found that while 75% of people believe it is wise to seek support, only 27% of Americans are actually in therapy, and people stay silent to avoid being judged. BetterHelp has more than 10 years of experience matching you with the right therapist. We are all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout for 10% off your first month of therapy today. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
The only thing that tops our selection is is your savings. Discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at Discount Liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. It's time to stock up for your Memorial Day weekend celebrations. Whether you need a couple of cases, a cold half barrel, a great bottle of wine, your favorite craft beer, or hard-to-find liquor, you'll find it at Discount Liquor, all at the lowest prices in town. Visit us at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow in Maine in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. Have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend from all of us at Discount Liquor.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruberg offices. One call, that's all.
Save big on everything for your next staining project when you shop at Menards. Transform your home in one weekend with exterior stain and sealer from Dutch Boy. It provides one coat protection on decks, fences, siding, and outdoor furniture, and repels rain after just 4 hours of application. That means quicker results, saving you both time and money. Check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
I feel so stuck. The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal.
Sometimes I wonder what the process is to let people have a platform on ESPN Wisconsin, especially when you hear things out of Jesse Nelson's mouth. Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across ESPN Wisconsin, had some interesting comments on their program. But this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, where you can listen on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app or get involved, as I see you are. Actually, more people are with us, Brad, than I expected about the softness of the banning of the Tush push.
This is Wisconsin.
At 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. You can see our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. So, 2 pieces here. This was on Wilde and Tausch Strofe. You can play whichever one you'd like to first.
We are at a birthday party for a fellow teammate.
Pablo Iglesias?
Yeah,
the big Pablo birthday bash.
The big Pablo birthday bash. Remember that one? And then let's go to part 2 of Wilde and Tausch.
I brought this up on Saturday, and some of our teammates, we were out at a little event. We were all golfing the other night and at like the range place. I'm not suggesting this, but when I brought this notion up, I got death stares. Like, how dare you? And I don't think that's reasonable. How long do we give reigning NL Manager of the Year, Pat Murphy, to figure this thing out before we start to question him the same way we question Fickle, LaFleur, Doc?
Is that not the craziest thing that anyone's ever said?
I thought you were harsh.
Absurd.
When you teased about, the turd and Jesse Nelson.
And how do people get the voice talk? Yeah.
And I thought you were just being, strong, very Jesse Nelson. Because, I appreciate Jesse Nelson, and y'all don't like the hall monitor sometimes. And so I try to support Jesse Nelson. But what he just said is unsupportable. I cannot
unsupportable.
In a span of what? It's been, the Brewers have played a total, 40, 50 games, almost 50 games?
Didn't you hear him? He said he's not asking. He's just asking when we should ask.
If we're going to do Brewers math, they've played 5 NFL games.
Stop.
Brewers math later in the program.
We should fire anybody that comes up with Brewers math.
Yeah, why do we give those people a platform?
For real, though.
It's a good question.
It's Jesse Nelson.
We'll figure that out later.
This is a ludicrous and ridiculous statement to make of a baseball team that is only, I believe, 3 games under 500 currently now. Or maybe it's 2. Maybe
it's 2 because they won yesterday.
Because they won back-to-back games. 2 games under 500 who's dealing with so many injuries with the pitching staff. I think they only have 1 pitcher that was projected to be in the starting lineup, Freddie Peralta, going into the season, actually pitching for this baseball team right now, and bats just aren't swinging right now for the Brewers, and important bats like Christian Yelich. So to come up with the assertion already after this team had an incredible year last year, and after right now they're still scrapping and fighting of when do we start having a conversation? We don't start having a conversation not for days, not for weeks, not for months, but years from now, Jesse Nelson. We're talking years. My goodness, what a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, an absolutely absurd statement, an absurd take. I mean, Pat Murphy has done more than we could ever ask, and he has exceeded all of our expectations. This was in the wake of, what was purported as the greatest manager in Major League Baseball, leaving the Milwaukee Brewers for a team that already is stunted by a self-inflicted salary cap ceiling, and he went and won the division, NL Manager of the Year, and we're less than 50 games into this next season. They are not out of it by any means. And what's he supposed to do? Hey, hit better. What is he supposed to do with a team with injuries and going through an offensive slump?
It's not his fault Mark has tighter pockets. Mark Antanasio has tighter pockets than Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace, which I didn't think was possible.
Wow. Me and Mark be good friends. I want to be friends
You guys
with Mark.
are cheaper than Mark Antanasio.
Only happy hours.
No, I think Mark is cheaper than us.
You guys are all on the same level.
I'm telling you.
Imagine if Pat Murphy had you guys as the owners of the Brewers. They would have less players than they do now. And he's still finding a way to be 2 games below 500 with all the injuries that they've had.
Yeah, if I had the net worth.
I'm frustrated, but I'm not like the sky's falling.
Of all the people who you'd look at, if you say there's a problem with the Brewers, which it's still probably too early to tell in 2025 if there's a major problem going on, and you were to list everybody, man, Pat Murphy would be one of the lowest on the list.
Mark Antanasio has a net worth of $1.9 billion.
Wow.
If I if I had $1.9 billion, we'll be winning a lot of championships here in Milwaukee.
No. You say that now, but you don't change who you are.
We maybe win a couple before I start trying to penny pinch, because y'all got y'all championships. So,
wow.
Yeah,
I hope you don't hit the lottery.
I can't spend $300 million every year.
Kyle and I would be in our ownership box, and we would order something, and then you leave the box at AmFam Field, and there's still food there. We'd be putting it in the bag to go. We're gonna go ahead and take this home.
How much I wish I could do that, but I can't. I just look at it and I got to walk out.
I don't think you'd be able to.
You can try to sneak it, but people is frowned upon by our teammates.
I just have to bring it up. The Big Pablo Birthday Bash is quite the name for a newish
Big Pablo,
the newish teammate at ESPN, Madison, who handles some social media and does some hosting. The Jump Around 3.0 on YouTube. He'll do the Saturday Scramble. This man's birthday, his 30th birthday, was 6 days ago. I'm still seeing gold balloons that are like big balloons, like 3 feet balloons on pictures in his social media 6 days later. The big 3-0. I have never seen I haven't seen I don't want to generalize here, but typically females do the whole birthday week and month thing. Pablo's reaching a level that I've never seen in my entire life. I've been made fun of for being a birthday guy. He takes the cake. I mean,
it is
the Big Pablo Birthday Bash. And on Sunday night, I get a picture on his Instagram of like, come on now. He's got the balloons in the back of the post like he's not trying to show that he's the big 3-0.
Even coined the Big Pablo Birthday Bash.
The Big Pablo Birthday Bash.
I mean, I wouldn't do it for a week. Don't get it twisted. I just need a day to celebrate Kyle Wallace. I don't need a whole week, but I liked the big, because I had a big bash myself when I graduated from high school. So I like the bash. I mean, it's
high school.
You're 18.
Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man.
Well, 30 is a big milestone for some, so I don't agree with the 6 days.
I'm either worried that we need to have a conversation that's having a 30-year midlife crisis.
Oh, we all
Big Pablo Birthday Bash.
The Big Pablo Birthday
Bash. Did you get invited to the Big Pablo Birthday Bash?
The Big Pablo.
I was invited. I had all the other plans. Well,
you turned down the Big Pablo Birthday Bash?
I wouldn't have.
How in the hell could you do that?
Event of the year.
I already had tickets to the event of the year, ACW Wrestling in Oshkosh.
But dude, you could have been there when Jesse Nelson suggested that they might have to think about canning Pat Murphy at the Big Pablo Birthday Bash. You can't miss that type of event.
I don't know. I like the energy. It sounds like Pablo and I could hang out Looks like he likes.
You don't hang out with anybody.
Anybody that has enough stones to sit out there and be 30 and talk about the big Pablo birthday bash is a person that likes to have a good time. And I mean a good time.
Yeah, that's right, boys. I do like to have a good time.
There it is.
Yeah.
Are you still? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight for your birthday, Pablo?
Birthday bash. Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing tonight? That's a big secret there. You just got to follow me on IG, Pablo.Iglesias.sports, baby. You know, I gotta make sure I give the tease on the brand out here. Come on, guys. I can't keep giving away my secrets. You just got to wait and see.
Pablo, how long do the 3 and the 0 stay up in the household?
It's they're coming down this week. Don't worry, boys. It's just kind of, if anything. Yeah, they're still up. They're just sitting on my floor. I'm a busy guy. You know how it goes trying to manage. If anything, I'm trying to make sure, Ben, to get ready for the Made 'em Believe event, too, that's coming up, next month to celebrate you and your teammates for the Wisconsin Badgers, the 10-year. So you know what? I'm kind of a busy man. I got to make sure everything's good to go with social. I'm not saying that my place is a pigsty, but you know what? I'll pick up the balloons at some point. I'll make sure that it's good to go. But, hey,
I'm surprised you don't have them taped to your back walking around everywhere where it just says 3-0 above your head.
Hey, big
wow.
blow.
Okay.
Big blow. Hey,
what up? I don't know if I like that, low key. Don't know if I like that. But I appreciate it.
I'm just saying, I like it. I'm on your page right now, and I like how you turning up for your 30th birthday party, man. I like that.
All right. Well, thank you, Pablo. Happy birthday for the 7th straight day.
Wait a minute. I know we ain't the best of friends, right? But we teammates. You could have invited a player. I didn't have nothing to do on Saturday.
No, I got you next time around, man. Hey, listen, we went big for 30. You know what? Just because it gets. Yeah, exactly. Just because it gets under Ben's skin a lot more, now we're gonna just blow this out the water. You know where to be. Out by Milwaukee on the water, 31. You know where to be.
You know what, Pablo? We got a boat for you. Kyle's got a boat. Kyle just offered his boat to you in my ear. He said Pablo could have the boat on the Milwaukee River, Kyle's pontoon for 31st.
I got an idea. Just let Pablo have the boat for the entire month of May. He'll bring balloons. It'll say SS31.
Pablo, you could do that, but ain't nothing free in this world.
Wow. Free? No, I got you, man.
That's why I like Big Blow.
This boys before
Big Blow. All right, we gotta end on Big Blow.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
I don't know if we can do that anymore.
His name's Pablo. Big Blow.
We get it.
Brad, you bring the drinks.
The big Pablo birthday bash.
Oh, you know I will. Because you know what I did today? This morning in between, I had to go make a little grocery run. So I went to my local grocery store, and I picked up, man, boy, how many picked up? 1, 2, 3. I picked up 5 different packs of Carb Bliss. That's what I did. I got the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack, Classic Cocktails, the Margarita Pack, of course, and then 2 additional margaritas, because margaritas are amongst my favorite. I had to stock up because summer is right around the corner, and it's right here, and the only way I celebrate is with an ice-cold Carbless. And when you are at the grocery store, be sure you scan that QR code because Carbless is getting away a night at the ballpark. And by scanning that QR code, you are able to enter in to potentially win that. A suite by yourself, several tickets, free food and drinks, parking passes, all on Carbless. So enter into that giveaway. Make sure you scan that QR code at the grocery store or go online and scan it. And don't forget to enjoy the 100 calories per can, less carbonations, no sugar, no carbs, no gluten, and high on flavor as always. You know that I got 5 different packs, guys. You know that I'm stocking up. Go ahead and stock up on Carbless, scan that QR code, and enjoy Carbless and understand why less is more with Carbless.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Thing has ever happened to you from a breakup? I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast. But
why not? They're old shorties.
I've had some
old shorties.
Yeah. My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Summer is calling, and guess what? Macy's has the answers for every adventure, with new swim trends and sandals to take you from the beach to the beach bar. Plus, linen suits from Tommy Hilfiger and Michael Kors, and dresses from CC to take you from brunch to the dinner party. Even better, get it all for 25 to 60% off at our Memorial Day sale. So wherever this season takes you, make Macy's your first destination. But hurry, the sale starts Wednesday. Savings off sale and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, I hear Staples prints it all.
Oh, you bet. Posters, banners.
Can you print it all for Father's Day?
Oh, of course. Photo gifts like canvas prints, photo puzzles.
Can you print it all for graduation?
Sure can. Custom cards and invites.
Can you print a huge banner with the grad's picture?
Oh, definitely.
Even an embarrassing baby picture?
Oh, those are the best kind.
I know, right?
Print it all for dads and grads at Staples. And right now, get 40% off custom cards, invites, and photo gifts. N75 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
From on the court to in the classroom and in the community. The Champions for Literacy celebration with Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener will be an evening you don't want to miss. It's a party with a purpose. Hang out with stars and friends and make an impact by raising funds for literacy, setting kids on a path towards college and beyond. Join Wade and Diener on June 27th at the Garage at the Harley-Davidson Museum. Get tickets and full event information right now at wadevsdiener.givesmart.com. That's wadevsdiener.givesmart.com.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
The power of Dell AI with Intel Inside is transforming the world of pro sports. Teams can see curveballs coming with predictive analytics. Coaches can use AI insights to help players improve their shots in real time. And fans can get more out of every winning moment with AI-enhanced replays.
Unbelievable! What a play!
See how Dell Technologies with Intel Inside can power your wins at Dell.com/win.
On Thursday, May 22nd, join Sharp Literacy for the 9th annual Unwrapped Milwaukee fundraising event from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based educational program serving thousands of urban elementary students in 47 Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine schools. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
Who's looking for a better deal? Well, Cousin Sub's $10 meal deals just got better. Available online only. Order your 7.5-inch meal deal today and upgrade it with a large fountain beverage, large fry, regular shake, or regular Wisconsin cheese curds. Prices vary by item from $1 to $2 a piece. Make it better and make it your own way. Now that's a better deal. For further details or to order, go to cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available online at participating locations only. Offers subject to change without notice.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up
on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman?
Scheduled to appear on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is the Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. This one's on me. Typically, it's around 2:33, 2:35. I ran a little late talking about our guy, Big Blow.
Uh-oh. So you
Pablo. No. I mean, he might be agitated.
But we're usually
mad
late
isn't
to
a
him.
word to say for Tau.
If anything,
it's hard to make him mad.
He should expect us to be late at this point.
I don't like that expectation.
We were talking
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, without context, if he just heard that, he's probably like, what the hell, is Mark Tauscher, the Packer Hall of Famer. Old T, sorry for being late. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Doing well. Jesse Nelson brought up the wildest idea that when do we start suggest that Pat Murphy be under scrutiny of being on the hot seat? Is this up there with Jesse's wildest statements?
I don't know how many wild statements he makes. It just was funny to me because, you know, you have a producer in Strofe that I think he wants to push the envelope because he wants to put content out there and put it on the Twitter machine and Facebook and everywhere else to get clicks. We all kind of understand the game we're in, but then Jesse did that, and the funniest part of it was he retreated real quickly, and then he was denying it, and then we actually had primetime Wollersheim from Jim, Matt, and Molly on to call and basically say he's been running this all at a birthday party for Pablo.
Big blow.
So none of it made any sense to me. None of it made any sense.
Yeah, the big Pablo birthday bash. Yeah,
the big Pablo birthday bash. Old T, look. What is the longest you celebrated your birthday for? Because Pablo's on 6 days now, and I know it's 30. It's a big deal, but don't you think we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves?
I've never been one to tell people how and when they should be celebrating their birthday. If it's one with a 0 in it, and you want to make a big deal about it, obviously 21, great. But I'm not going to sit and dictate as long as he's still doing his job. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not sure does it bother you that Pablo's still 6 days in and he's still celebrating?
I think so.
Well,
it sounds like it kind of bothers you. I guess, why does it bother you?
I don't know.
I know the answer. You used to be the birthday guy. You're not the birthday guy anymore.
But when I was the birthday guy, it was a lot of
What
it
made
for.
What made you the birthday guy?
I don't know. Greg Scalzo and Josh DiMaggio used to make fun of me for being the birthday guy. So then I think I started becoming the birthday guy, not because I wanted to be the birthday guy, just because it started happening.
Is it IPT to take off of work on the day of your birthday?
No.
You get vacation. I wouldn't do it. But, you get vacation days to be able to do what you want.
Why would you? You get cake and you probably get stuff at work. I would
the
think
best day
it'd
of the
be,
year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would think it'd be what day you'd want to come in.
I miss
you?
my birthday.
Treated well.
Now, if it's a Friday, I would agree. And then you take off. You're making a long weekend. Outside of that, I think you'd be kind of foolish to take off.
Tausch, we could, shifting gears, we could talk Packers and Giannis, but there's actually something else that's been bothering me, and you're really good at social situations. Do you talk to
He has opinions on social situations. Doesn't mean he's the king of social situations.
No, I think he's the king of it. Go ahead.
So, do you talk to strangers on vacation?
Wait a second. What was that? What just happened right there? it wasn't your question, Ben. You didn't say it. Norty said it. What is up your craw today?
I don't know. It's just like you're the guy that traps people in a car and says, hey, you can't go pee if you ride with me. I don't know if I should just be like, yeah, this is the social situation guy.
Because you pee in a water bucket in your bed. So I don't care about your views on urination and driving.
Touche. Mic off.
So, even more so now, we'll see if he can actually keep his mic off. Ben is out there on vacation, lurking around, looking for strangers to talk to, and he's basically not looking to spend, I wouldn't go so as far as not spending time with his fiance, but he is actively looking for strangers to talk to on vacation. Is that in poor taste? Because that hits me with a little bit of shock, Tausch. Do you talk to strangers on vacation? Actively?
Well, I guess the question is, was it just him and his fiance out, or maybe it's his wife by now? I don't know. I don't know when he's getting married.
Oh, because you didn't get the invite.
Yeah. All right. We spent an extra day after a wedding in Hilton Head, and I went up to a couple that had a daughter close to our age, and I asked them if this was a good spot to bring a kid for like a week or so, because I'm doing some market research.
That's weird.
And then you talk to another couple.
I don't think that's that weird.
I didn't think so either. They try and make a bigger deal out of it.
I mean, your wife was with you, right? I mean,
it's
not
wife. I know, Tausch. I know you don't know. It's not his wife yet. The wedding hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
So you still like an invite.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Was she with you when you were doing it?
Yeah, she was taking a nap, reading a book right next to me.
She was not taking a nap.
She was sitting separately in the pool, and then Ben went and sought out this people to go talk to.
Yeah, he approached. He probably. I'm not even going to get into pineapples and all the other stuff. I don't know what's going on here with Betty.
There was a pineapple in my drink at the time, Tausch.
Yeah, I had a pina colada, I'm sure. Yeah.
Tausch, just to get back into Packers talk, we had a heated debate yesterday talking about the Packers.
Heated.
And what's more likely, the Green Bay Packers winning 8 games next year or winning 12 games next year? Which one is more likely to occur in this 2025 season?
You mean winning? I mean, I think I would be shocked if they didn't win 8.
So what's more likely?
No, but you can only choose one. Is it more likely they win 12 or 8?
I mean, I think I guess when you look at the schedule, it's not the easiest schedule. I would say probably 8.
Tausch.
Yes, Tausch.
You had it right the first time. There's
Jason had 8. I had 8. Brad had 8.
Bulaga had 12.
Well, he's an optimist.
Strofe had 12. And Tausch, you know it's more likely 12, not 8.
I don't understand. Like, it's one thing if you say, is it more likely they win 4 games or if they win 11? Like, I'm not going to tell you guys how to ask questions, but that's a very small. I don't know. Why don't you just say, are the Packers going to make the playoffs or not? And I'd say they're going to make the playoffs. How's that?
Well, that means that, it's more likely the Packers make the playoffs or not make the playoffs. If you think it's more likely they're going to make the playoffs, then you don't believe that it's more likely they're going to win 8 games.
No, I think they're going to win 11 games is what I think. And if they don't get to 12, then you'd say 8.
That's the thing, Tausch. It feels like most people think 10 or 11 is very reasonable, sort of likely a wild card. But it makes you then think, well, where are they more likely to fall on either side of that? The 12 games or the 8 games, in my opinion, is there's just more routes. There's more avenues to get you to 8 than to 12. A lot could happen where you're like, okay, they win 8 games, but everything's got to go pretty darn right for them to get to 12 games.
The end of the year schedule is really hard. And again, I told you guys that Denver game I think is going to be really tough. And you get to at Chicago, like that finishing part of this schedule is brutal. They have to. I think the first 2 games obviously are going to dictate a lot, but you have that soft little underbelly of a schedule after Washington where you need to run it, and you need to get 6 there, 6 or 7 in that stretch. And then the end of the year, you just don't know. I don't know how the season is going to go. You're going to be dictated on how that finish goes, and really from you look at Thanksgiving on, there are no layups in that setup. But if there is, it's 1 or 2. Everything is going to be tough. Whereas I think after Washington, you have a very smooth pathway to get 6 or 7 wins, and that's what gets me. I think they're going to be at 10, 11, and hopefully 12. If that's where they can get, I think you're going to look at this season and you're going to be pretty happy with it.
You got nothing, Kyle?
No, I agree with them. We're pretty happy with the season, 10 or 11 wins. 12
It is a tough schedule.
Can you get yourself to watch this Favre doc coming out on Netflix? Because Brad can't stomach watching his childhood hero be portrayed in likely a negative light.
I can't do it,
Yeah, I just don't know how much different we've heard and read and seen. There's been other stuff on Brett. I will watch it. I don't think I'll get to it. In the next day or 2, but at some point I will watch it. And I mean, it is at this point, you have to realize that there's a lot of stuff that goes on in people's lives. And Brett, obviously for a lot of us, I played with him and was a teammate for a long time, but there's a lot of Packer fans that hold him in high account. Mm-hmm. And there's stuff that has happened that I'm sure he would tell you he'd like a do-over on.
It's hard to.
Are you actually? You can't
Neither
watch
of you guys
it.
are going to watch it. I know Benny will.
I will.
I mean, legitimately.
Benny's a Bear. I mean, Benny is more.
Oh,
of a
here
Bears
we
guy.
go. It's a lash out now.
Ben, if you let me finish, at that point you're more Rodgers because he liked you back then. Brett, you never liked the Packers when Brett Favre was the quarterback.
I don't really know. I don't really know if I liked
Is
or
that
disliked
fair?
the Packers when I was growing up. I was stuck in a gym. All I did was play basketball.
No, you have a wager with the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers that the Bears are the best and the Packers suck, and then you have to wear a cheese head or something. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know.
That wasn't Favre era. I don't remember the Favre era as a young kid. That's what I was saying. I was a kid. I was in a basketball gym, and I didn't really know what was going on outside of that basketball gym.
Him was a little different back then.
You were not a Bears fan under any circumstances.
I've never been to a Bears game at Soldier Field. I have fully disassociated myself with that organization and want nothing to do with them.
Were you a Bears fan during the Favre era?
Probably. As a kid.
Okay.
And then
why
now,
is it so hard for you to answer? Are you embarrassed about it?
Yeah, I'm absolutely. Yes, to be completely honest, yes. I wish that was not on my resume.
Did you not watch Bears games at all when you were a kid?
What was there to watch?
They had a good year.
No, he was huddled up in a gym. He never did anything but shot baskets, is what it sounds like.
And look how far that got you.
Yeah.
Right here with everybody else.
Is that so that's your new line of defense here whenever anybody gives you grief about being a Bears fan, is that you were only in a gym and you never watched Bears games?
I wouldn't say it's my new line of defense, just I have no connection to the Chicago Bears. Zero. There's no core memory.
There's no core memory, even though you're wearing a cheese head in a game you bet the Bears versus the Packers.
Don't you know? Ben just likes being part of stuff.
I just don't understand. I have a hard time getting my head wrapped around that concept. I do. Are you going to tell me you're not a NASCAR fan too?
No, I am a NASCAR fan. I watch it every Sunday. I record every race. But that's a passion of mine.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Fair enough.
Tauscher, I'm going to Vegas this week. Any recommendations?
Let's go. Yeah, stay for 2 nights only. Don't go for longer than 2 days. That would be my recommendation.
He's already duped on that one.
Too late.
How long are you staying again?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, leaving Sunday at 12. Oh, Monday.
Will you go up? Will you go up in a pool? Don't do the red eye. Oh, the red eye.
I'm doing the red eye, Tausch.
Okay.
The red eye.
Well,
I want to get home.
So basically, all of the advice you're asking for, I'm giving you. You're doing the opposite of. So, are you going to go up in a pool like Ben did and just ask random people random questions?
No, I have a little bit more sense of that. But I will be at a pool party watching a rapper walk a flock of flame.
Nice.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything for us, old T?
I got nothing for you.
We got to be better for you. This wasn't our best. You brought it last week. I feel like
I thought I brought it today too. I really think someone should do like a deep psychological evaluation on this bear thing with you, because it's just you had like 19 or 20 years of your life, and you're trying to avoid like that it ever occurred. And there's visual pictures that it did. I just don't understand why you're so sensitive about it.
All right, let's do that. I like that, Tausch. Coming up next, a deeper dive with Alex Strofe, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman asking me questions about my early childhood.
Actually, that's a great point. Before I go, you did ask me if I had a question. Strofe, why do you feel like Brust is that way about this? Is it really weird to you too?
I think Ben likes to view himself as like a movie character, Tausch, and this is the 3rd or 4th movie in a series, right? So the phase of life he's in, he shed the Bears fandom at the end of movie 1 or the beginning of movie 2.
Tom Cruise just put out a great second Top Gun. He didn't forget about what happened with Goose and what happened with Meg Ryan. Like that's not.
But the first movie was unbelievable.
The second one was better.
I know, but he wanted to do a second movie on something that was great. There's nothing great about what was in my childhood.
He didn't run from his past, man. He confronted it, and that's what made the second movie so great.
All right, I'm confronting it. Next segment. Leave me alone.
Good job, Tausch.
All right, see you guys.
That's Tausch. Sick of him.
He crushed it today.
So good.
Always good.
Tell us about Gina Della from Pella. I got to start writing notes down about my childhood.
Oh, that's right. Tausch loves Gina Della from Pella. So does Ben, and so do I. And you're going to love this new deal that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is offering right now. 6 years, up to 6 years of 0% financing. Think about that. You'll be in the 2030s before any sort of interest is thrown on your project with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. That you get those beautiful, those durable, those practical, those excellently crafted Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, all for 0% financing for up to 6 years. And it comes with a free home consultation. So you can have that free consultation come into your house. You can visualize your project, and there's absolutely nothing to commit to at that point. That is completely free, so you can see what Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can do for you. But you got to hurry. The 0% interest for 6 years, it ends on May 31st. So you're going to want to get that done, not only before that deadline, but before it really starts heating up in the peak summer months of Wisconsin. Go check them out right now at PellaWI.com and enjoy everything Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can offer you.
I have an official statement coming up next about my childhood as a Bears fan. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker,
I've
is
had
it?
chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that make me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to the Weekly Wager with Greg Matzik, Ben Brust, and Jen Latta.
If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls. Right now, get 50% off your windows plus no interest and no payments for 12 months and a free entry door with your window purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
The Bog in Saukville is Ozaki County's best golf experience. 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer cater to golfers of all skill levels. Settled amongst over 250 acres of beautiful private land, the Bog offers a truly unforgettable golf experience. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, and after your round, have a signature cocktail while enjoying our Friday fish fry from the clubhouse overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy the Bog.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Bree Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
We can be twinsies.
To
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Make plans to stop by Third Ward Beer Garden at Catalano Square. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, the perfect spot to meet up with friends in the Third Ward. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You got me brainwashed, you got me so
Mark Tauscher wanted to go deep into my childhood as to my suppressed memories as a Bears fan. Grew up in the Chicagoland area. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I know we have a special guest. What is this, guest number 13 of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Yeah, they keep whooping you behind.
Well, they don't. They just ask the questions.
You're intimidated.
Here's what I'll say about the Bears. I do know that in 2007, when they were in the Super Bowl, my dad had a bet for Devin Hester to take back the first kickoff for a touchdown. He won lots of money. So maybe that's where I got a gambling itch when I didn't even know it. I thought it was cool in college to be a Bears fan. Like, oh, Bears fan, like Packers. Then I realized they just kept winning, and I get excited, and they kept winning, and it sucked. Then I think I realized it's embarrassing to be a Chicago Bear fan. Then I started thinking back to my childhood. I remember being by a TV and watching the kicker with the weird stance. Remember that guy?
Oh,
yeah.
Paul
Paul Edinger.
Edinger.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pull.
He hit a kick to keep a team out of the playoffs in the last week of the season. The Bears are losers. I'm not a loser. I don't want to be a loser, and the Bears are losers. So I've disassociated myself with the losers that are the Chicago Bears. Then I also realized I spent my entire 4 years in the state of Wisconsin as a Badger, and I was like, it's kind of nice. Everyone's great. Why would I be rooting for the Bears when I'm living in Wisconsin and I don't even like the Bears, and all the people that rooted for me are rooting for the Packers? It makes no sense to like the Bears. So I have zero Bears fandom in my soul. Everyone who knows
What's in your soul?
Everyone who knows me is like, oh, you're still. No, I'm not. My favorite team is who I bet on, and you guys know to the core that is the truth.
That is
the Bears. May be my favorite team on week 3 when they're +4 against Jacksonville. I think there's an angle there. That's it. That's all I got for you folks.
You still can't suppress your past of celebrating with your papa when he won that money.
He sounds a little bothered by this, boys.
I'm not bothered. I'm telling my truth, as they say.
No, you're not.
What else do you want to know?
I think you're telling the opposite of truth.
What do you want to know?
Well, you act like you didn't watch the Bears at all in your childhood.
But
like you don't recall
when you guys think back of your childhood, the Packers are a core memory.
I was doing the Pack Arena.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, half my wardrobe was the Green Bay
I didn't have Bears gear.
Really?
No.
How did
I for some reason got a Jay Cutler jersey in college, and that was stupid.
How did your brother become such a fanatic of the loser Bears?
But he's a lunatic. Yeah.
So if we were to peruse a family photo album, we wouldn't see young Ben Brust in a Brian Urlacher jersey.
My brother gave me Bears jerseys to give to my daughter. I legitimately put those in the basement.
That's 20 years later. I'm thinking about when you were 8, 9, 10 years old. Impressionable Ben Brust, who loved his big brothers and sister.
Honestly, I only cared about basketball, soccer, and baseball. I loved playing sports. Then when I got to Madison, I had never been to a college campus. I fell in love with Badger football, and that's when my love for football began. And now all I love is fantasy football, Sunday NFL ticket, betting football, daily fantasy. Now it's starting to get a little crazy here. Like one gambler for all you.
We call this like a character arc. Like in a movie, we're talking about how he changes over the course of many sequels. This is a character arc, an evolution of a character. We're seeing the evolution of Ben Brust.
And I'm here with you guys, and we have a guest waiting on video on YouTube at ESP Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Once I leave the room, you might get a sneak peek from Strophy who that is. I don't know who it is, but I look forward to seeing whoever it is. So let's go caller number 18 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. List is more. You're going to get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass. If you don't get those, we'll come back to it. But if you beat me, what's my record, Strofe? It's really bad.
Sure is. You're 2-14-3.
2-14-3. That's no bueno. But we look to change that. 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. Caller 18 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Next in 2 minutes.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Start your summer with a spotless ride at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Hey, it's Brad Nortman from KBN. This Memorial Day, Tsunami Express Car Wash is offering an incredible deal. From May 19th to May 26th, get your first month of any membership plan for just $10. Plus, unlock access to the Member Fast Lane. And of course, use Tsunami Express's free amenities, including vacuums and mat cleaners. This Memorial Day sale is only available May 19th through May 26th. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Learn more at tsunamiexpress.com/Memorial Day.
Save big on everything for your next painting project when you shop at Menards. Ultra Exterior Paint is a paint and primer in one that resists cracking and peeling and has great durability, making it perfect for many outdoor projects. Save big money on Ultra Exterior Paint and head into Menards to get your paint project started today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
That's right, you are kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman. Right in front of me is Kyle Wallace, and right to my left is Alex Strofe behind the glass. The maestro of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Ben has left the room. I'm not going to lie, I still have questions about Ben and his Chicago Bear fanhood. It seems like there's a little bit of revisionist history going on, but maybe, just maybe, our guest, our esteemed guest, will be able to answer a couple questions because he did know Ben Brust in college, very closely, in fact. That's because our guest today is none other than National Player of the Year, the man that led the Wisconsin Badger basketball team to a Final Four and a national championship game, friend of the show, and who Ben Brust said he can get him to do anything. That is Frank Kaminsky. Frank.
Oh, what a legend.
What a legend. Welcome into KBN. How you doing? Frank, do we have you?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
There we go. How you
Can
doing,
you hear
Frank?
me?
Yes, we hear
sir.
you.
Damn.
We got you.
Before we start, do you remember Ben Brust being a...
Do you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. Do you hear us,
Okay,
Frank?
good.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Excellent.
I got
okay.
you guys.
Excellent. Well, we're actually just going to run with it. We're going to keep it around for after. I want to hear about what Ben Brust was like in college being a Chicago Bear fan. But we do have Brian from Hales Corners on the line, and we got to get to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? So here we go. Let's spin it, Stroke.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
It is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Here is how you play. 15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, you will win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. And if you missed it when I brought it in, special, very special guest. That is the guest question giver is Frank Kaminsky. Frank, we've got Brian in Hales Corners, who's going to be the contestant today. Brian, how are you feeling? 1, to take on Ben Brust, and 2, questions asked by Frank Kaminsky.
Well, it's always awesome to talk to Frank the Tank, and this is the first time of me doing this, so let's just go.
First time. Let's make it a memorable time. So, Frank, here's how it's going to work. When I throw it to you, you're going to give a 3, 2, 1 countdown and then just start asking the questions. Obviously, if he says pass, move on to the next one. And if you get through all of them, go back to the ones you passed on. Strofe and I will make sure that we record the answers to make sure that we get Brian and his recorded answers. Any questions for you, Frank Kaminsky?
Yeah, where do I see the questions?
Strofe.
I totally emailed them to you, Frank. Did you see that?
You did? See? I might not be smarter than a 5th grader here.
No, you are, Frank. Go ahead, get them questions.
While you pull that up, I guess we should ask you out of confidence, are you smarter than Ben Brust?
I got it. I think I got it.
Cool.
Yeah, I got the 15 questions.
All right, fantastic. Are you smarter than Ben Brust, Frank?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we're going to find out if Brian in Hales Corners is, but Frank says he is, although he didn't see the PDF I sent him 4 hours ago, but that's beside the point.
All right, Frank, I'm going to throw it over to you. Give a 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and start asking those questions.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What kind of animal is the Pokemon Pikachu based on?
Monkey.
In Greek mythology, who is the goddess of wisdom?
Pass.
What instrument measures atmospheric pressure?
Pass.
What type of animal is the Komodo dragon?
Lizard.
What's the main language spoken in Brazil?
Portuguese.
What country invented chess?
Pass.
What is the name of Dr. Martin Luther King's most famous speech?
I have a dream.
What is the name of the path often used by airplanes to shorten travel distances between continents?
Pass.
What is the largest lake in Africa?
Pass.
What is the world's longest mountain range above sea level?
Rocky Mountains.
What's the name of the world's largest coral reef system?
Pass.
Which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the body?
White blood cells.
Okay. Okay.
He goes, no.
All right. Well done, Frank. Very well done. Good pace. Well done for your
These are
first time.
hard questions.
They are.
I got to be honest. I cranked him up a little bit today. That is a 3 spot from Brian and Hales Corners, which I think is still going to be good enough for a win.
I don't know. You gave him the layup with the whole travel and the plane question.
Well, the thing is, Ben still needs to put that to his brain. He still needs to recollect from yesterday. Because, Frank, for context, we talked about number 8, about the path used by airplanes. So he's going to be walking in here any second, so I don't want to give anything away. In fact, I see him coming right down the hall. So the area, Ben Brust returning and gets to see his good
goofy
friend,
ass,
old
looking
teammate,
backwards head.
Kaminsky. Frank, don't let him talk to you like that now. Come on.
Hey, man. At least I have hair on my head right now.
Oh.
I don't know what the heck.
I just find this really interesting that the man reading the questions is the same man who got a D in living with wildlife with me in school.
Oh, wow. You put your business out there.
It's totally different. Totally different. Being smarter than a 5th grader. I thought living with wildlife was going to be easy, and so did you. And we were both sorely mistaken.
Living with wildlife?
Yeah, did you guys camp?
Yeah, dude.
We
it was
actually
more
went
like,
out to like a forest.
It was more like you need to understand everything of the animal kingdom ever.
Wow.
And then our walk-on teammate that was supposed to be a walk-on teammate doing us duties did not let us look at his paper.
Oh, wow.
It's a flaw in the system right
Frank
there.
would never look at the paper. He is
I meant Frank did his own. I tried looking at the paper, and I couldn't see the paper.
Yeah, Frank's a man of integrity.
Statute of limitations is good.
Yeah,
We're
he
fine.
won that award 10 years ago. We're okay.
Let's just say during the next exam, I went and sat back next to people that looked a little bit more loose on where they put their arms.
He's smarter than me. I went back to the same person after a talk, and it didn't work.
Well, right, well, we have Frank Kaminsky, who is the guest question asker on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. Here's how you play 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If Brian in Hales Corners beats you, Ben, he's going to win a ESPN Wisconsin prize package. We know that Ben knows how to play, so Frank, I'm just going to throw it over to you.
But who reads better, Frank or Brad? Because Brad lost this job.
It's Frank.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank is good cadence, good rhythm, no issues.
All right, here we go.
All right, it's over to you, Frank.
3, 2, 1. What kind of animal is the Pokemon Pikachu based on?
Pass.
In Greek mythology, who is the goddess of wisdom?
Poseidon.
What instrument measures atmospheric pressure?
Pass.
What type of animal is the Komodo dragon?
A lizard.
What's the main language spoken in Brazil?
Portuguese.
What country invented chess?
England.
What is the name of Dr. Martin Luther King's most famous speech?
I had a dream. I have
What
a
is
dream.
the name of the
I have
path
a dream.
off?
I have a dream.
What is the name of the path often used by airplanes to shorten travel distances between continents?
The Great Circle Route.
What is the largest lake in Africa?
I don't know.
What is the world's longest mountain range above sea level?
Mount Everest.
What's the name of the world's largest coral reef system?
It's got to be in Australia. I don't know.
Which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the body?
The arteries.
Which U.S. state has the longest freshwater shoreline?
California?
What is the term for a word that's the same backwards and forwards?
Palindrome.
Oh.
All right.
Might have got it.
You cook.
Let's go! Frank's my lucky charm! I love how sick you guys are when I win. You just stare at me and
So much more
disgust.
fun when you lose.
I was confident in you.
I mean, you've had
I
plenty
gave
of losses.
you a layup.
I almost wasn't able to get through it there.
I
The
gave you a
Poseidon
layup.
answer just threw me so
That
far
was
off.
absurd.
A lot of people are upset with
That was
I
so
had a
bad.
dream.
Maybe my expression gave it away to Ben. When we said I had a dream, I said, oh.
I shook my head when he said had.
Yeah,
and I think he saw that.
He said, oh, have.
Have a dream. Now, I think I said I had a dream because of Rush Hour 2.
Almost certainly you said that.
I
because
had a dream that white people and black people, even Chinese people, can gather together, gamble together without getting different chips. That's what came to my head.
3, 14, and 3.
Well,
All
how many
right.
did you get right? 5, 6?
4. The great,
You only got 4 right?
The Great Circle Route is what broke the tie.
No way. You
I
gave
gave
me
you
the
a layup.
layup that I gave.
told you before. I said right before I said that one might be. He just talked about it yesterday.
That's right. Benny Believers, rise up in the YouTube chat. Rise up in the Carbless Talking text line. We're on a heater. Frank, can I keep you for 10 minutes?
Yes, you can.
Don't go anywhere. I got a lot more with Frank Kaminsky, and it's not about taking tests. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
I'm about being.
You're not young, wild, and free.
I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every
wild.
time I ask you to
Wild.
do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking? Why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off with an accident, westbound 94, right about at the ramp from Mitchell Boulevard. The left lane is blocked right now, so we've got some pretty nasty delays coming out of the Marquette interchange. We've also got a crash on the ramp from Oklahoma Avenue to northbound 894, so heads up with that. Southbound 41, heavy from just before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, cloudy skies, more showers, breezy with a low of 46. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, there'll be showers, it'll be cool with a high of 51. Weather's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals, member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch. You won't miss a play.
The NFL, there are no gimmies in this business. You earn everything you get. You haven't earned jack yet.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Led them in receiving.
That's great.
Both receptions and yards.
That's
each
great.
of the first two seasons.
So do it again. If you're a third-year player, you haven't done anything. Yeah, it's great that you led the team. Do it again.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Truck drivers, are you tired of an outdated truck hurting your paychecks? At Schneider, we add new trucks to our fleet every year to keep drivers moving and racking up the miles. Our easy-to-use technology is designed to keep you safe and comfortable while also boosting your income potential. So, are you ready to get behind the wheel of a more reliable ride? Find jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Some levels in reverse. The amount of cabinets I slapped at a party with Frank Kaminsky in college. This brings back memories. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. That voice you heard is our guest for a little bit longer here. Frank Kaminsky, who will be the star of Made 'em Believe coming June 26th. Get your tickets at uwhoops2015.com. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Frank, what did you think of your first question asking of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
You're a lot dumber than I thought.
Yeah, it's usually the takeaway.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you got the answers in front of you. What would you have gotten?
7, probably.
Yeah,
that's a very respectable score.
I believe it.
I don't believe it.
I mean, how do you call yourself like a 90s kid and not know what like Pikachu is modeled after?
That I collected them all.
Then how did you not get it?
What is it?
A mouse.
It's a mouse.
It doesn't. Pikachu's Pikachu. It's not a mouse. He's Pikachu.
But saying Poseidon for the goddess of wisdom.
I don't know Greek mythology.
Goddess. That's a girl of wisdom. That's no. We're not even in the same ballpark as Poseidon.
And you named the king of the sea.
King of the sea has a lot of wisdom. It's a big ocean, even though it's not an ocean.
Not
it's
a
sea. All right. Anyway, Frank. A lot of Giannis conversation in the city of Milwaukee. I'm not saying whether you think he stays or goes. As part of appreciating in this state of what Giannis means, 2021 is high up on the list. I went to Game 6 thanks to you. You were on the floor. You had a great game, actually, in Game 6. What was it like watching Giannis come down from 0-2? Is he as ridiculous as advertised?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if Giannis plays, I mean, at 75% of what he did in that series, they probably don't end up winning. Like, he was, without a question, the number one reason we lost the finals and that they won 4 games in a row. He was unbelievable. It's like watching, he made highlight play after highlight play. His whole thing that year was he wasn't very good at the free throw line, so we tried to put him there a lot. And I think he was, 16 for 18 or something in Game 6 from the free throw line?
17 of 18, I believe.
Yeah,
So
he only missed 1.
It's something like that. It's just, it's crazy. I mean, you could just tell he was a man on a mission, and he's so athletically and physically gifted that it's just extremely hard to stop him. He's such a force on both ends of the floor.
Would it be a shame to see him leave Milwaukee, Frank?
I don't know. Everyone's got to make a decision on what they want in their own personal life and in careers. And I think the days of faulting guys for leaving situations and cities that are all about them are just kind of in the past. So if he makes a personal decision to go and feels like it's the best for him to go win another championship somewhere else, like, I wouldn't ever fault him for it. But you do want to see guys, especially a team, he brought so much relevance back to the Bucks, literally single-handedly, that you'd hate to see the guy who has kind of been the cornerstone of a franchise and won them a championship just switch in the middle of the prime of his career. You kind of want, I feel like I always find myself cheering for those stories where guys finish their careers where they started. And it's because it's rare nowadays. It seems like it's always so much more difficult to find, but at the end of the day, he's got to make a decision for himself what he wants his legacy and the end of his career to look like.
Yeah, Frank, that's a good way to put it. I mean, you look at what Jokic has done in Denver to be able to give them a championship, Giannis in Milwaukee. If guys leave, I want to know from an NBA player's perspective, if somebody like Giannis leaves, goes to a different team, maybe he wins another championship elsewhere, is it viewed differently than Brett first championship when you brought it to the city that drafted you and sort of built the team around you? When guys leave to go to a different team purposely for championships, is it viewed differently among NFL players? NBA, sorry.
I mean, I think so. It depends on the situation you're joining. Like, I mean, obviously the most famous examples are LeBron going to Miami and Kevin Durant joining the Warriors. And those two were viewed in different lights, but kind of the same. It's like you join forces with some of the best players in the league to win championships. Like the beauty of Giannis's championship with the Bucks is that it was built kind of from within. Like, they brought Drew Holiday in, but I mean, Brook Lopez kind of resurrected his career there. They brought in a bunch of pieces that played extremely well around Giannis, but he was the focal point of it. If he's going to go somewhere else, you would like to see him also still be the focal point. But I mean, I personally don't like it when people switch situations, just kind of constantly looking for, championship level competition. It seems like it doesn't really work out nowadays when guys are doing that. Like, most championship contenders are kind of built from within and you add pieces along the way. So do I think the Bucks have time to build around Giannis again? No. But could they find some older pieces and kind of, find a Brook Lopez situation where they find someone who's kind of been struggling for the past couple of years and you bring them in and it just all clicks and works in the right way? I don't know if that happens. I don't know the landscape of like who's free agents and who's not going to be, but you never know. Like, things move now in the NBA so quickly. Teams go from all about one guy to getting rid of him in the snap of a finger. I mean, you saw it with Luka this year. They just literally up and traded him out of the clear blue sky. So you just never really know what's going to happen anymore.
The clear blue skies. Frank Kaminsky joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Frank, made him believe, celebrating the 2015 Final Four championship runner-up team. You were the National Player of the Year. You were amazing. I wouldn't be where I am without you because I hug you every day for scoring 30-plus against Arizona in 2014. When you look back at that, what do you think of most?
It's funny. I don't even think about the basketball stuff. Like, like obviously the basketball achievements and everything were amazing, but we had so much fun just doing everything else. Like you're playing songs to where we literally used to just show up in people's apartments and just beat the crap out of their cabinets and stuff. Like we never took anything serious. Like my memories that stick out are, obviously winning big games, but it was almost like the celebrations afterwards or before, like just hanging out doing stupid stuff. Like college was college to me. Like I felt like I enjoyed basketball and we made the most of it, obviously, but we had such a blast doing everything else that it was just like, I don't know, the experience of it all was just so amazing. I mean, Ben, I remember after the Michigan game, you hit the half-court shot. You were on the news for getting stuck in the elevator on the way to our party in your apartment. Like, we just did so much fun stuff outside of basketball. That's really what the memories are. Like, obviously, basketball is great, and, I've had a long career playing the game, but you begin to appreciate the people and the memories you made with the people along the way.
We spent 24 hours straight in your apartment. I brought over a TV. I brought over my Xbox. We linked consoles, and we played zombies on Call of Duties for 24 hours straight.
Yes, we did. Good.
Wow.
I remember we were using my girlfriend as the one to go get us food delivered. I was ordering food on the phone, and she would go pick it up and bring it to us, and we were eating while we were playing. Exactly, Ben. It's like we did so many fun things that you just can't get away with anymore. And it's just like as time goes on, you have less and less time for your friends. So you start to remember all the good times you did when they happened. And those were some amazing elite times.
What, Brad? You can't fathom having somebody bring us food while we play video games?
24 hours straight.
When 24 hours straight, are you saying that you, Frank, and you, Ben, you specifically had your hands on the controllers playing for 24 hours straight, or somebody in your crew was always playing at any given time?
No.
I think we took a little break.
Yeah, maybe an hour.
So like we
took
like an hour
insanity.
break. But I mean, do you know how hard it is to get to like level 40s in zombies?
When did you peak?
Gotta grind, man.
What hour of the 24-hour period did you peak? Before fatigue set in, but when you were hitting your zone? What hour?
I could have kept going.
Wow, that's an elite athlete right there.
I guess so. Ben couldn't
Hey,
handle
man,
it.
when you get some people go out and do stupid stuff on their off days, Ben and I sat around playing video games all day.
That is for damn sure, and I miss it. Who was your favorite teammate of all time?
See, it's a baiting question because you want me to say you.
Of course.
No, I'm not.
But,
No, it's not. It's not
back in
me.
the chair with cheese.
Frank knows that he probably made the best play ever, got an and one, and I'd go up to him and I'd say I was open in the corner.
Yeah, you were annoying to play with. You really were.
Annoying.
Was I annoying to play with?
You were so annoying.
But like, how?
You'd steal rebounds for starters. You'd steal all my rebounds because you always guarded the other team's worst player. You'd stand and you wanted to shoot the ball on every play. So you'd be like, hey, I was open. It's like, yeah, Ben, we know.
That's it?
I don't know. You were just constantly, I don't know. Ben, I don't know. You're just kind of selfish. That's all I can say.
Yes.
He was a stat filler?
Was I a good teammate?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you were.
Whoa. That was a high-pitched, yeah.
Yeah, you cared about the team.
I mean, you're middle of the road.
Yeah.
You're middle of the road.
Middle of the road.
Nothing's changed, Ben, bro.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
I mean, favorite teammate of all time. Honestly, Evan Anderson's up there.
Oh.
I loved that guy.
He was the worst. When we would go against him, he'd hurt us before we'd play.
Would he? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't do it to the other
But
team.
just personality, human being, just a combination of it all. Just like on the basketball court, he wanted to kill you. And then off the basketball court, he wanted to give you the biggest bear hug of all time.
Well, he helped you guys win a championship through that love. I love it. Or almost win a championship, conference championship.
And why should people get tickets at uwhoops2015.com to see you and others on stage at the Orpheum June 26th?
Because we're going to share a lot of things that are a lot of fun, get to relive some magic we captured from 10 years ago. It's going to be a blast. I'm a great personality. You never know what kind of stories I'm going to share.
I'm a great personality.
Great line.
And people think it's about me.
Fantastic.
Frank,
Well,
where the
it
heck are
certainly
you?
won't be. It certainly won't be about Josh.
That is for damn sure. You're not going to let it be about Josh.
No. Just when Josh starts talking, I'm going to cut him off every single time.
Also, how annoying has been planning my bachelor party since you've done the whole thing?
It's not that bad, but like, I don't want to be doing it. It's like not high up on the priority list right now, but it's pretty much done.
Yeah, but
your priority, Ben. You know what? I don't want to get on here and make you feel bad about yourself. I love you. I love you dearly. You're a fantastic human. Planning your bachelor party has been the greatest honor of my entire life.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about Ben. Ben, you need a lot of this, don't you?
Words of affirmation. Yeah, that's my love language.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
So great,
Ben does need it. That's why he asks a lot of baiting questions to like fluff himself up.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what you're doing.
I do know what I'm
Frank,
doing.
really quick before we let you go, scale of 1 to 10, how big of a Bears fan was Ben Brust in college?
Nowhere close to where I was. That's for sure.
So you're a 10 and
Ben,
he's what, a 6?
I feel like Ben's the type of person that like location of where he was why he cheered for the teams. It's not because I feel like he actually really cared about them.
Isn't that in line with what I just said?
That's the narrative.
Yeah,
I mean, the only thing Ben really cared about in college was NASCAR. And it was I never understood it. And it's like you're watching cars go around in a circle.
I still watch.
But he's sitting there
race.
with like his headset monitors and like his NASCAR flags on in the background, like leaned forward on the couch with his face like in the TV screaming at things. I'm like, he drove just marginally faster than the other guy.
And you're not wrong here. I had a follow-up from Brad there. That's what it was. Frank, would your dad be a good guest on Kyle Brust and Nortman? He's been asking me to join the show because he thinks he's a radio personality.
He does think he has all these like hot takes and fun things to say or perspective. But what my dad really wants to talk about is how many times he went out and drank with your dad on the way to certain games in the stories that he wants to relive during those times.
So that's a no. That settles it then. No big Frank Kaminsky.
I think I'd come on here. I'll do this. I would trust him to come on if I was on with him.
I think I feel the exact same way. I don't trust my dad unless I was on, but I would be on.
Is Big Frank going to be at the bachelor party?
Big Frank will not be, but he will be at the wedding. Oh, what do you think of this bit, Strofe? Tell him your Bo Ryan bit.
Oh, yeah. So, Frank, at Ben's wedding, I think I'm going to walk up to Coach Ryan and say, hey, so how do you know the groom? Okay. Didn't go over well.
Didn't land. Oh, he's frozen? Or, Frank, are you there? Oh, he gone. What a perfect timing to end that segment.
Just absolute silence.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor Struth.
Bye, Frank. Oh, my gosh. That couldn't have been any better for Strofe to put himself out there. Hey, Frank, Strofe is like a Badger fan. He's talking with Frank, the National Player of the Year. He is so red right now. What do you think about this?
Strofe leaned back, put his feet up, brought the microphone in close. Very proud of this bit, which you should be proud of it.
It's a good bit.
Is that a good bit to go up to Coach Bo Ryan and say, how do you know the groom?
Frank just texted me and said, sorry, I got kicked.
All
good. I don't believe
it was a perfect time to get kicked. And with that, I would like to tell everyone about Palermo's Pizza because that is what I will be eating tonight because I still haven't gotten settled back in. So you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. I'm going to have a great Screamin' Sicilian. I looked in my freezer and I still have a tavern-style sausage pep left over. Hoo-wee! Set the oven to 450. Let that thin, crispy crust get where it needs to be. And then, boom! Take it out of the oven. Eat the whole dang thing. Unless fiance and baby girl want pizza, then I'll have to eat other snacks. But you get the picture. Find your screaming pleasure in your grocer and always taste what that screaming is about. A lot to dissect there from Frank Kaminsky. I do want to know how Strofe is feeling after his joke didn't land. Crickets on the talking text line. I love that he got kicked right there. More next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Route 41 continues a heavy ride from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from before Mayfair Road pretty much all the way up to Silver Spring. Eastbound 94, you got backups from before Barker Road all the way past Calhoun. Back on the brakes from Hawley Road all the way to 27th Street. And the westbound side is very heavy out of the Marquette all the way past Hawley Road almost to 68th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, cloudy skies, more showers, breezy with the low 46. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, more showers. It'll be cool with the high 51. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors. When storms hit, out-of-town roofers come and go. Infinity Exteriors has been local and trusted since 1997, and they stand behind every job. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. May is officially the kickoff to home improvement season, and now is the time to tackle those big projects you've been putting off. Right now, during the home improvement season sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows. But it gets even better. For a limited time, you'll get no interest and no payments for 12 months, and you'll receive a free entry door with your window purchase. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in a sea of same-old seltzers. See what flavors fit your summer. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and enter to win a flawless summer prize pack today.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp recently surveyed more than 16,000 people and found that while 75% of people believe it is wise to seek support, only 27% of Americans are actually in therapy, and people stay silent to avoid being judged. BetterHelp has more than 10 years of experience matching you with the right therapist. We are all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout for 10% off your first month of therapy today. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Bree Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now's the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The American Family Family Insurance Championship returns to Madison with 2 new exciting changes this year. Check it out, KBN Nation. Wisconsin's own Steve Stricker hosts this PGA Tour Champions event June 6th through 7th as its new home golf course is TPC Wisconsin. The AmFam Champ also debuts a new team competition this year. 2-person teams will compete in best ball and scramble formats. The American Family Insurance Championship is June 6th through the 8th. Come join KBN on the 6th as we'll broadcast live from the American Family Insurance Championship. Get details and ticket information right now by going to amfamchampionship.com. Again, get your tickets today by visiting amfamchampionship.com.
Oh, what do you think of this bit, Strofe? Tell him your Bo Ryan bit.
Oh, yeah. So, Frank, at Ben's wedding, I think I'm going to walk up to Coach Ryan and say, hey, so how do you know the groom? Okay. Didn't go over well.
Didn't land. I still think it's going to land, Strofe. Don't give up the dream. Don't give up the dream. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strofe running the show. Thanks to Frank Kaminsky for joining us. Get your tickets for the Made 'em Believe event at the Orpheum June 26th at uwhoops2015.com. You good, Strofe?
I don't know if I'll recover from that one, fellas.
Do you have confidence now to actually do it in person?
I spent the entire commercial break thinking about how this will go. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to wait until Bo gets up to go to the bar. Open bar?
Yeah.
So you'll be stalking Bo Ryan.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on him.
Stalking the elderly.
And then I'm going to turn on my recorder in my phone. I'm going to put it in my jacket pocket.
Oh, wow. Wait, now you're illegally recording?
Wow. You told me to.
I know.
And I'm going to walk up.
Look at him. You told me to.
And I'll just say, what a beautiful night. And he'll say, it was average small talk, right? Yeah, really nice event. I'll say, okay. How do you know the bride and groom?
Oh no, he's stuttering. Guys, he's nervous.
He is nervous. Yeah,
he's nervous. You're not going to pull it off.
Hey, Bo. Sir. Mr. Ryan. I never
Coach. The old coach.
What happens if you get crickets? Like when you just gave it to...
I imagine he will probably respond with like, ha ha. Everybody knows who Bo Ryan is.
No. There are people from out of town at weddings that don't know who people are. He could just be another old guy at the wedding.
That is true. That is very true.
Do you think he would respond with ha ha, or would he respond with, oh, I was the old ball coach?
Oh no, you will be stuck in a 20-minute conversation after you open up that can of worms.
Oh, you think?
Oh yeah, he's gonna want to tell you all about the run and why he's there and what it meant to him.
Okay, but here's the thing. I would love that.
I know you would.
Oh boy.
Do you think me and Bo Ryan will become best friends?
Best friends. He's going to invite you to Nakoma to golf.
That'd be a bad idea by him.
Horrible idea. The least athletic person in the world at Nakoma with Bo Ryan. Bo Ryan and Alex Strofe, everybody.
Just give us a heads up before you do this. Because I want to be about 20 yards away when this happens.
But when do I eventually go, oh, by the way, I'm Ben's producer.
You don't. Because then he'll know he can never trust you.
You don't.
He just wasted his 20 minutes. He's old.
He would be offended and angry.
Angry?
Bo seems to get angry. I've seen him yell at
that. So maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't want
you
to
have to do this.
But what if he asks me how I know you? What do I say?
You don't.
I'm a cousin.
Yeah, I'm a cousin of the bride.
I'm a cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, I live in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens when he tunes in and he hears your voice?
He won't.
What happens
when he's listening right now?
No. I was going to say when we have him call one time and you pick up, he will still have no idea. We should have him call in for Made 'em Believe.
Yeah.
And then still pull this off.
Benny.
Come on, Strophy.
I'm going to do it,
non-discreet as possible.
I'd hate to burn that bridge.
Oh, trust me, there is no bridge.
You're risking it. That's part of the bit.
No, there's no bridge. Bo Ryan has no interest in knowing Alex Struth or whatever the hell he's going to call himself that day after this. You'll never talk to him again.
I did see that the NFL agreed that the NFL players can participate in the flag football of the 2028 Olympics.
Gold medals, baby.
Would there be any Green Bay Packers on that team?
I can see Jordan Love being a quarterback.
Maybe Golden.
Jordan Love being a quarterback, you got to be shifty and elusive in flag football.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll be like Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Lamar
Jaden
Jackson
Daniels.
is elite. Jordan Love is an NFL quarterback. He's shifty and elusive enough.
No.
They're going to have multiple Olympians. What are you talking about?
Quarterbacks. Don't have two quarterbacks.
Jordan Love will be an Olympian. Tucker Kraft will be an Olympian. Matthew Golden will be an Olympian. And Edrin Cooper will be an Olympian.
You think those four are making the flag football team?
That's what I just said.
How deep do you think the team's going to
be?
be?
The tight end can be. There's no tight ends in flag football.
2025 and 2026, Tucker Kraft's going to be the best tight end in the league.
Oh, that's true.
Edrin Cooper's going to be the best linebacker in the league.
You got a point there, Stroh.
I know I do, Kyle.
You do. I mean, we're talking 2028, 2026.
2028.
2028.
3 years from now.
Over under 1.5 Packers on the.
Smash the over.
Well, put it on the poll.
How many people
over
are
under
on
1.5 Packers on the NFL flag
the quarterback
the Olympic flag football team?
I'm gonna tell you the quarterback's gonna be Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I don't think unless Jordan Love,
he's a pocket passer.
Yeah, he'll be 30. He's too old.
Yeah, you need some open field agility. That's not his.
It's
game.
about breaking tackles. Yeah. Like even though they're reaching for flags,
evasive.
Doug, do y'all realize the quarterback doesn't need to run? It's the NFL. They're gonna run past everybody. It's not even gonna be close. They might as well just have other NFL teams compete.
Tyreek Hill better be on this team.
Tyreek Hill
in
will
3
be
years
retired.
even.
He will still be.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't think he will be.
Yeah, he'll be too. Oh, I'm telling you, it's right. Malik Neighbors.
It's going to be Matthew Golden. He's going to be the speedster.
Matthew actually has a better
when
chance.
When do you guys realize that I'm onto something over here?
You're not.
I don't think so.
It won't be tuck though.
Justin says, Strofe, you do have the Packers color glasses on tight today. You definitely do, and I love it. Just like I love my lawn with Weedman. Weedman for the win. Get your quote at weedman.com. The neighbors have stopped and stared. Kid and pet friendly. They use effective weed control with golf course quality fertilizer, and it's kid and pet friendly. If you haven't done it, I'm setting everybody up because they keep asking me about Weedman. You should ask yourself by going to weedman.com. Take a look at your lawn. It's not too late. If you want that green, lush yard that everyone looks at, I got to cut it now because it's already growing so green, so nice.
It is very green.
It's Saturday cut for me with the help of Weedman. Weedman.com. Weedman for the win. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin Hour next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. Oh, jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Discover an unreal treasure this May at Potawatomi. Don't miss your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Unreal treasures this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Join NBA stars Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener on the links at Hidden Glen Golf Course or at the Champions for Literacy celebration on June 27th at the Garage at the Harley-Davidson Museum. Help bring awareness to youth literacy and support Milwaukee's youth. Get full event details at wadeversusdiener.givesmart.com. And if you can't make the party, learn more about the Elite Youth Basketball Camp happening on June 28th at wadeversusdiener.givesmart.com. That's wadevsdiener.givesmart.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Bandana? Check. Boots? Check. Gloves? Check. As a motorcycle rider in Wisconsin, you may go to great lengths to protect your image. Just be sure you're protecting yourself, too. Wear a Department of Transportation-approved helmet. Perform safety checks on your motorcycle. Know the traffic laws and don't take risks. Motorists and motorcyclists can work together to achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roads. 0 in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Bad job by me on the clock today. But the spring sidewalk sale is still here through the 23rd at IKEA in Oak Creek. You can visit Schaumburg, Bolingbrook, but Oak Creek has an amazing, amazing sidewalk sale. Home furnishing accessories, big discounts, new products being added, and mystery deals. The last mystery deal is on the 23rd, available in-store for IKEA family members. If you're not a family member, make sure you sign up at IKEA.com/US. Save big at the IKEA annual sidewalk sale now through the 26th. The Damn Sports Show is coming up next in Beaver Dam. You got Jim, Matt, and Molly in Madison. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman continues on. Torilo Tuesday. Brewers Math making a comeback? You hear that?
No.
Brewers Math.
That sounds awful.
Sounds great. So is becoming relevant. So is John Anderson. That's all in the next hour in 2 minutes.
Sell out with me, oh yeah. Sell out with me tonight. The record company's...
Problems continue. We have a crash on eastbound 94 just about at 20th Street. 2 left lanes remain blocked right now. Big delay stretching all the way back almost to 84th Street. We've got a broken down vehicle on the off-ramp to 84th Street from 894 eastbound. That's affecting your ride through the Hale interchange up to Beloit. And then on westbound 894, basically in the Mitchell interchange, we've got another crash off on the left shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Cloudy, more showers, breezy with the low of 46. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, more showers, cool with a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lasga on 94.5 ESPN.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, artist in residence, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary.
The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman. Strophy running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. This is more. Listen on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Download it if you have not. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, because joining us now is the man, Torey Lowe, on a Torey Lowe Tuesday. What's going on, T-Lo? Hey.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? Y'all trip me out. Hey, it's a beautiful day. I'm feeling powerful.
Yeah, you're feeling powerful because I heard in the city of Milwaukee on June 5th it's going to be Torey Lowe Day.
Yes.
It's official?
Is it
really?
Official. Yeah, I got the
oh, baby.
Now,
this is some breaking news.
One from the county and one from the city. Yeah.
Oh, you getting one from the city, too?
And the county, yeah.
So what does that mean? So what does it mean?
That means July 5th will be Torey Lowe Day.
Does that mean?
Yeah, but what does it mean?
Yeah, how do we celebrate?
Liberation.
Hey. Activism.
Do you have to go to work that day?
Yes, he actually. We're off that day.
I think we got.
We off the 4th.
It's Saturday.
But
The 5th is Saturday.
David Crowley's joining you on the 3rd.
Yep.
Who's
on
that?
your show.
Yep.
He is the Milwaukee County executive who will be making
Even
sure.
I know that.
Talking about,
Why am I supposed to know that?
because you voted
You
in an
live in
election.
Milwaukee County.
Yeah.
I do live in Milwaukee
You
County.
know who your county executive is /R.
All right, now I know.
Executive.
Now I know.
It's going to be powerful.
It is. It is.
Who was the Green Bay Packer that grabbed your heart?
You know, I ain't gonna even lie. It was Brett Favre.
Me too.
It was Brett Favre.
Tori, I know it.
I'll tell you this: the day when Brett Favre became the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, all the way up until he was gone, he gave us so many exciting years, and he gave us so many chances to win and lose. But mostly, he was what you call the Iron Man of football, and we took pride in Brett Favre being that Iron Man of football. Yeah.
Sure did.
At midnight tonight, the Netflix documentary drops on Brett Favre in recent time of what he's gone through. Can you stomach to watch it
I saw
as
the
an advocate?
advertising. I saw the advertising. I saw the
As an advocate, can you
trailer.
watch it?
I think we kind of know about the pick, but when it got to the Mississippi stuff, that's when
The pick. He's talking about picture.
The picture.
Pick
Yeah,
is short for
yeah, yeah.
picture.
you know, it was a double entendre.
Yes, it was. What's a double entendre?
It means it has two meanings: pick, interception, pick, picture.
Yeah.
God, you're
He was
dumb.
before his time, though. He was very before his time. I didn't know too many 30-year-old men doing that.
his time. Now you're giving him credit.
I'm not giving any credit. Don't put that on me. I'm just saying, for a 30-year-old man to be doing that almost in his 40s, that's way above his time. It had to be pixelated.
He was known for taking risks, and that risk not paying off through interceptions. That's just another one of those poorly calculated risks.
Yeah,
He was a gunslinger. That's what they call it. You see, they had to. Yeah, they had to.
Is that double entendre too?
No pun intended.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I no double entendre.
No, that was singular. Yeah, because that was the. Even though we had Brett Favre was the only quarterback that I knew that could throw 4 interceptions and we still won.
Yeah,
like he was just one of those people that can will his way into a win if he was at quarterback. And now with his image right now, it's tarnished due to a lot of things that happened with the Mississippi. I think once he went over to the Jets, that was the beginning of us seeing a different side of Brett Favre in the media. And the New York media did not have any mercy on Brett Favre.
No.
They didn't even have any mercy on Aaron Rodgers. I'm wondering when these Packer quarterbacks going to learn. Don't go the New York way.
Yes, tell Jordan Love that.
Because that's
Don't
a whole different media. But I think that now that we see that this documentary is coming out, I was telling somebody I really don't want to watch it.
Dang,
I
you
said,
sound like
Tori.
Brad.
Because
I really don't want to watch it.
He was partially defining in my childhood. I was a huge Packer fan, and he helped me fall in love with football. Helped me fall in love with sports.
So you guys just want to live a certain life as like your inner child, and not accept what actually the person is. You just want to look at him as a hero.
Wait. People have flaws. And the thing is, Brett Favre.
So now you're going on the Favre defense here, Mr. Mississippi?
I'm not defending Mr. Mississippi. Don't get me started on that Mississippi thing. But I'll tell you this, is that how you are not a Bears fan, it's because you didn't have a Brett Favre. We may not love our Green Bay Packers if it wasn't for the fact that we had Brett Favre. Brett Favre made so many young teenagers like Tori Lowe, so many children like Brad and I and Strofe into Green Bay Packers fans because he was magnificent on the football field, but then he also played with this childlike demeanor out there where he made football look so fun.
Yes, and there were shades of things like that when they said he was taking the perks. You know, it was things that the media
perks.
Percocet. Y'all don't know what perks are? Y'all know what perks
we gotta
are?
start using words here. I'm getting confused.
The perks. That's a word.
They're called perks.
Yeah,
you never heard perks?
You never heard of perks?
Perks being short for Percocet?
Yeah,
never heard that.
You never heard of perk?
Well, we got to.
I've heard that song.
Yeah.
Percocet, Molly Percocet. He says it out. He says it the whole word.
You never heard somebody say I'm popping a perk?
Who said?
No.
A perk?
Are y'all kidding me? Y'all never heard of popping?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I've never heard of popping.
Stop
perk.
yelling at
The
us.
cultural difference.
We're suburban
we
white
gotta
guys,
educate.
man.
Yeah, facts. I was going to say that, but I understand it. But what I'm saying is there were shades of stories about Brett Favre, but we kind of ignored it. You know, the drinking, the pills.
Yeah, a lot of partying.
A lot of partying.
Yeah.
It was there, but it wasn't. He was overshadowing those things. But then when he stopped playing football and those things that he kept doing or things started coming out, then that's when you start seeing the storylines overshadowing him as a football player.
I mean, we knew Brett Favre. Let's be honest. We all tried to hide it. We knew Brett Favre was a bad guy. We all knew he was a bad. Yeah,
I didn't think he was
he a bad guy?
No,
Brett
I don't think he was
while
a
he was
bad
playing?
guy.
Brett Favre.
I don't think he was a bad guy. I think he was just doing
Favre
stuff.
was battling cancer and he was trying to hook up with other people.
Yeah,
women.
but
that's a pretty bad.
Well,
You had
pretty
women
low.
throwing their underwear at Brett Favre as a football player.
Well, still, you
I'm
gotta
just saying,
his
he was-
wife is fighting
he
for her
was
life, and he
flawed.
out here doing
I'm
what
not
he want to
making
do.
no excuses.
I
I'm
love
just
Brett
saying.
Favre. When he did the whole picture thing, it's not like it ended his career. We all just say, "Oh wow, Brett Favre a freak," and just kept moving.
But
he kept
throwing
throwing
them
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Cody chimes in with a great point here. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. Everyone wants to go back to the 90s and forget everything after to the 2000s, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Were the 90s the best time ever?
Tori,
He was a rock star.
Tori,
I'm talking
were
about
the 90s for you,
90s.
great.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old
He
were
was
you in the
powerful.
90s? Teenager?
I was in high school.
14.
I was high school. You know, I graduated in 95. I was in high school.
See, he loved the 90s too.
90s were the best.
They were. We didn't know.
It was powerful.
It sure was. Listen, I still love Brett Favre. I'm gonna watch the documentary, and I'm gonna have my
You
opinion on
still
Brett Favre.
love Brett Favre. Make sure you say it very clear.
You know,
You're conflicted?
I'm very
I
conflicted.
don't love what
about
Brett Favre has done to others.
Yeah.
But in the game of football, Brett Favre.
Man, you
is
really
a guy.
love him
Is a legend.
so much.
You
that
gotta
you're
tell him,
willing.
this is
football
This is
person.
where like
Yeah.
I can understand irrational fan behavior because like I irrationally like love Brett Favre. I mean, what he did off the field is horrible. But like you have legitimate core memories rooting for him. It would be almost impossible to strip away my love for football and sports without him in it.
So as I read the Netflix title here, it's Watch Untold: The Fall of Favre. This eye-opening documentary delves into Brett Favre's controversial career, the dark side of sports stardom, and the scandals that marred his legacy.
Now, why
Is
did
that
his hit piece on
That's
Favre?
what I'm saying. Is that a fair title?
That's what I'm thinking.
Is that a fair title?
Because
it doesn't seem fair based off the reaction of you three.
Well, we're talking about on the field. I don't know much about off the field.
I just hope this isn't the situation, because I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of stuff coming out about famous people right now that I just be like, what? And I'm telling you, if he end up like Diddy, I'm telling y'all this right now. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Look, let me tell you something. I've went
like Diddy.
That's next level. But why is Alex Strofe talking with executive producer Ashton Rotman on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee?
Oh, wow. Well, you see the issue, and maybe this isn't an issue for our executive producer. It's hard to do a 4-shot when you only have 3 cameras.
So why don't you just put the 3-shot?
Because there's only 4. There's 4 of you.
Executive producer Ashton Rotman shaking his head, going over to the microphone or the screen to fix it.
I'm not going to fix it for him. I mean, he could do it, but I did come in here to distract him. So hand up. That one's on me. I had important business to discuss with him, and he has helped me an amount.
Immensely.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys really sold all of us here.
No.
Get back to work.
You can blame me if you'd like to blame me.
I will say, so
he helped Brett Favre out.
When I
Before I
was
need more than action.
Yeah, he stopped getting strays from everybody here.
When I was all state and we had to do a questionnaire. Cool.
Awesome.
We actually went to Green Bay, this atrium, luncheon type of thing. On that, you had to put in an about yourself. This is 2008. You had to say, who are your 3 sports heroes?
Come on now. We all know who it
I
was.
said Brett Favre, Tiger Woods, and a young Ryan Braun.
Oh.
And they
all 3 of them?
And they all fell from grace.
Well,
That's
now,
why
wait
I'm
a minute. Now,
hurt,
Tiger
boys,
ain't
I'm
did
hurt.
nothing but having a little addiction, okay?
Yeah, but
ain't having a little addiction.
When that was January of 2008. I wouldn't say
call it.
What is it with you in defending everyone?
Yeah.
Was those freak offs that Tiger Woods was doing?
Oh, wow.
Tiger, yeah.
I just at January of 2008, all 3 of them. I wouldn't say Brett Favre had a pristine image, but it felt like he had some hiccups, but was totally good to go.
Listen,
all 3 of them, catastrophic fall from grace. So I'm sitting here hurt. I'm still hurt.
You should be hurt. You definitely should.
17 years later.
But Tori, I want to know that. Yeah, I do want to know this. Is the fact that the Green Bay Packers, the schedule came out. How you feeling about the Packers next year? After seeing the schedule, you feeling like this is a good year for my pack?
I think right now when I look at the schedule, I think that we can get a winning season out of that schedule.
That's it. Win the season. That's 9 wins.
What I'm saying
That's
is
low expectations.
Well, hold on. All I'm saying is this, because
I hope so.
They got a lot of moving parts. They got a lot of pieces that got to gel together this year. I mean, then you got people that are questioning where do they stand with the Packers. So we're coming into a season where you got wide receivers,
but
trying to figure out.
Are you not that confident in the Packers?
He doesn't. Torrey put money on the Packers last year.
I put money on the Packers last year, but I think that I'm saying that if the team could gel, I think there's some gelling that needs to take place. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're going to win. I'm just saying I'm looking at is I'm seeing a team that needs to add their pieces and hope that they gel together.
The offense only lost one piece, and it's a piece in Christian Watson that was a lot of inconsistency. Other than that, they added an offensive
Well, what I'm
lineman,
saying is you got a quarterback
receiver.
that was injured most of the season. You got a new set of wide receivers coming. I know, but what I'm saying is it's not that confidence that I had last year. All I'm saying. I think we're going to get a winning record, but I don't know how it's going to gel moving forward.
I think that's fair. There's a lot to figure out here as it pertains to how it all comes together.
That's all. Yeah.
But while are we boom bopping?
Yeah, this is a good mood idea. We're trying to get everybody in a good mood. The Favre documentary's coming out, and I'm hoping there's not a lot of bopping going on.
This is what you said, right? Yeah. Hanson and bop.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of bopping in that.
Tor, you got range, man. You got range in your musical selection.
Let me tell you something. This song was hot.
In the 90s.
It was scalding hot.
We all want to be
great decade, 90s. Again, we come back to it.
Quit your singing and tell us about Citizens Bank.
But yeah, Citizens Bank, about Citizens Bank. You should go visit Citizens Bank. Yeah, there it Ooh. See, they get it, and that's the feeling Citizens Bank gives everybody because Citizens Bank is here for all of their customers. See, if you're trying to level up, you want more than just a checking account, you can do that with Citizens Bank. They have great CDs that they offer. You also get your first home with Citizens Bank as well. There's just so much you can do, but what I love about them is I love their easy-to-use mobile app. If you need to cash any checks, if you need to move any money, you can do that with the Citizen Bank app. So if you are looking to work with a bank that is local, that cares about giving back to the community, that actually cares about helping people in the community plan for what is next, then you need to take the next step with Citizens Bank. WI.bank. Yes, go to citizensbankwi.bank for you to finally level up and get a great bank that supports the community. Visit citizensbankwi.bank today.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with our favorite segment coming up next. Brewers math.
No,
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were referring to becoming relevant.
No, that's after that. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Eastbound 94, we still have an accident. This one is at about 20th Street with the two left lanes blocked. Big delays stretching pretty much all the way back to 84th Street. On westbound 94, that's going to be slow, basically from 20th Street all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. And northbound 43, you're going to see solid delays from before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way to Keefe, southbound from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette to the KBN River. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco. And checking the TMJ for Storm Team forecast. Tonight, cloudy skies, more showers, breezy with a low of 46. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, showers, cool again with a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Your Pell experience starts with a free in-home consultation.
It was a really comfortable kitchen table chat. We knew Pella was going to get it right the first time, and they designed a project with us. They didn't just replace our windows and doors.
There are so many options that are available, so it was nice to have someone narrow those down, and they made sure that the design was what we wanted.
Don't wait. Get 0% financing for up to 6 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2025.
They say seeing is believing. And when you check out what's waiting for you at American Place Casino, you'll definitely believe you'll love it. From thrilling gaming to top-notch service, we're changing the game. Come play all your favorites like blackjack, craps, roulette, and the latest slots. Catch a game at the sportsbook, enjoy great restaurants, bars, and more. If you're ready for excitement, exceptional service, and an experience you'll never forget, then we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Highlight your long weekend when the Brewers kick off a 3-game series against the Red Sox on Memorial Day, featuring the best way to start summer, Dollar Hot Dog Day. Keep the summer vibes going into the week as kids and seniors can get 50% off select tickets at the game on Wednesday, May 28th. What's better than a long weekend? Brewers baseball and dollar hot dogs. Find your seats today at brewers.com.
It doesn't get any headlines just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. I mean, there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
or you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
Brewers fans, this is your chance for you and your crew to cheer on our crew while they're on the road this summer. Visit brewers.com/ExploreMN to enter for your chance to win Game Day Getaway Sweepstakes. Presented by Explore Minnesota. One lucky winner will receive 4 tickets to the games on July 21st and 22nd in Minneapolis, 2 nights of hotel accommodations, and a $1,500 Visa gift card. Don't wait, the sweepstakes ends May 29th. No purchase necessary. See brewers.com/ExploreMN for official rules.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wow, you just put me in my car circa 2010.
You know, Strofe said this may be the best bump song I ever played.
That's an over promise.
Oh,
huge, way under deliver.
Significant, way. I just had a meeting today about over deliver.
The only thing I can think of that's positive is being on Camp Randall. They play this song.
That's what I'm saying. Like it put me in a spot of like I was happy in college.
That's
but
what
like
I was trying to do. I was trying to reminisce a little bit with you fellas.
I will say this time with the boat LMAO, whatever their names is.
This is Tayo Cruz.
No, I'm saying that time.
Oh, LMFAO.
Yeah, that group. I mean, they had some classic songs of our college years, but I mean, not the best bump song you can ever play.
I'm really looking forward to this though because I feel like we just did it. I feel like this is why this segment is genius. It's Brewers math on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Genius. You hear that, boys?
Ben Brust,
Genius.
Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe, KBN Nation, who have spoken on the car, was talking text about how much they've loved Brewers math in the past.
That's one-sided. That's not true. That's not true.
Because when you think about it, we have broken down 162 games of a baseball season divided by 17 football games to make it more digestible. That's 9.5 baseball games per one football game.
Get that out without laughing.
No, just stick with it. It makes all the sense in the
162
world.
games divided by 17.5 or whatever the hell.
17 football games, it's not very hard to follow, equals 9.5 baseball games. The Brewers sit at 23 and 25, which is a total of what, Kyle?
23 and 25, that's 48.
Yes. 48 football games is 47.5 baseball games.
Oh, so we're in the beginning of the first quarter?
We're in the beginning of the first quarter of games, week 6.
I hate this.
Or it could be the bye week. You choose. We haven't discussed bye weeks.
Yeah.
Where does the bye week come?
Actually, we did 17 games. There's no bye weeks.
I know initially we gave the Brewers a tie because they were, 4-5 or something,
and they were 4-4, and they were like tied in the 9th game.
Yes,
something like that.
So I think we gave them a tie, so they were 0-1.
Are you on the same page as me that we got to take the tie away?
Take the tie out.
Yeah, the tie's got to go.
So what do you do with the tie?
You
sort of win or
lump
loss?
it in. You shift the record. You lump it into the current record to reflect what is happening in the Brewers season today.
So wait a minute. So something that happened over a month ago.
We're 5 games in, and we are in the first quarter of Game 6. They're probably 2-3.
They're 2-3.
We're 2-3. The Cubs feel like they're 4-1. So you got a pretty good start. There's another team in your.
The Cardinals have played really well.
They're probably 3.
The Reds are above 500. They've won 6 straight.
Yeah, and you know what? The concern is in game 4 and 5, you basically scored like 6 points one game and 3 points the next. The concern is your quarterback is throwing interceptions. You're not getting first downs. Nothing on the offensive side of the ball is working.
They're not playing complimentary football.
They're not.
You guys do realize the goal of this, that what we do is not to confuse people, it's to entertain people. And you're confusing it. If I'm confused, now I know I ain't the brightest.
You're not giving KBN Nation enough credit.
You got to think 4-dimensional.
Hold on, I'm with you for a moment, but I think you explained it poorly. The goal of this is to make it a little bit more understanding of where we're at in the baseball season.
Exactly. Yes. We're 5 out of 17 football games into a baseball season.
We just started the next game.
It's not a perfect comparison, and it's only making me more confused about where we're at in the season.
But you got to think 4-dimensional.
Okay, but I guess if we follow down the same path 4-dimensionally, Brad, just to use your term, what if they're 10-7 at the end of the year? Wouldn't that mean they're making the playoffs?
Sometimes Sometimes you make the playoffs. There's 10 and 7 teams that don't make the playoffs.
I think it happened last year, actually.
The Diamondbacks went to the World Series, won 5 more games than they did after going to the World Series, and did not make the playoffs last year.
It's crazy. It can happen like that in the
That's
NFL
why
too.
Brewers math equated to football math will help.
It feels
Brewers
like
math sucks.
The Cubs are 4-1. The Brewers are 2-3. But they've started the next game and they scored a couple of touchdowns on the opening drives, and you're winning. You're winning early in the game.
So what if the Brewers win the next 3 games?
So then you got to halftime and you got a pretty steady lead. You're still 2-3.
Looking at 500.
Yeah, you're likely going to finish out the next game and get back to 3-3.
There is no likely. The Brewers can win 3 games and lose 3. What do you mean likely? There's nothing likely.
In Brewers math, everything's probabilities. Everything is equating into football. And the problem is,
how do I talk to my manager? I don't think the baseball season is very long. We're gonna be doing Brewers math during Packers season.
This is only
you're gonna confuse everybody even more.
Yeah, it's only the 5th time. We've got 12
it's
more.
It's week 16 of Brewers math. Wait a minute, it's week 2 of the NFL.
I have
what
a new Brewers math idea.
Oh,
fantastic.
Yes.
The Brewers are 1-0 right now in the season.
Oh, here we go.
Hang on.
I don't know.
Do you want to know why?
Under 500.
Stay with me. They're 2-0.
How are we 2-0?
They are 2-0 since Pat Murphy called out the team.
Oh, here we go. Now he's starting over. He's
so it's a
rewriting
new
history.
season.
I
We've
thought you
entered
felt
it.
bad for Pat Murphy.
I do feel bad for him, but he also motivated his team, and he found a way since those comments of saying, we didn't spend in free agency. We're not the biggest spenders. We don't have a lot of depth. And the guy said, sometimes you got to rally the guys against the manager to make them better.
But isn't that equatable to Matt LaFleur giving a passioned pregame speech, and the guys take the field and the first 2 possessions are going well? But you can't undo the previous 5 weeks.
This is why Brewers math is good in the football season, because you're right. I can't just take 2 games and start a new season. It's all part of the NFL journey.
It was a heck of a pregame speech by Matt LaFleur, and look at how the guys are responding.
Right,
this game, they're going out there in the first couple. The offense. We were so concerned about the offense. You're only hitting field goals. You're not getting first downs. You're turning the ball over. But now look, the first 2 possessions of this 6th game, they're scoring touchdowns. You feel pretty good.
Brett, didn't you go to IU for your master's degree?
Yes, I did.
And that is one of the more prestigious programs out there, isn't it?
Yes.
And so how are you wasting your prestigious degree on such a terrible, terrible idea?
Is it wasting?
With numbers? No, it's wasting.
You're just not open-minded.
Yeah,
I am
taking it to the next level, Kyle.
I am open-minded, but I'm telling you this right now. If you went to the Indiana University and told them you came up with this, they would say, give us that degree back. We can't have you representing us like this.
I think they might be asking me to do the commencement speech. They said, this is so next level. This is so groundbreaking. No one else is doing this. Then we got to get. It's you and Mark Cuban, most well-known alumni.
One's got deeper pockets than the other,
and one's a hell of a lot more.
You should take this. You should take this to Shark Tank and see how it goes. See if Cuban will follow suit.
He's done. He's off.
That's right.
Now he's done.
Oh, it's a shame. That's a shame.
No, it's good
because he would have loved it.
I don't want you to embarrass us.
One IU grad to another. He would have loved it.
Stop saying that.
Very, very bad.
Like you're on the same level.
Can we have a real conversation about this Brewers math stroke?
Through
Brewers math or the Brewers? Because we're doing both.
Can we cut the math?
No, that's the whole point of the segment.
We're trying to make this more digestible.
You have power to be able to cut their mics.
I don't remember if you were here the last time we did Brewers math, and I said executive decision. We're never doing this again.
I was.
No, you don't have that power.
We've done it. We've done it again.
But it's more confusing to say the Brewers are 23-25.
No, it's not.
They're somewhere in the division. Offense has been struggling. It's easier to distill it down to the NFL comparative. So we all understand
where do you
that.
get to that conclusion? Where in that thought process did you jump to the conclusion that it is better to dumb it down?
Because
when you're not dumbing it down
football.
At all.
Everybody
you're making it more complicated. Everybody knows baseball. It's the longest tenured sport in America.
It's the most. So if you're missing, everybody understands what a record is. You're 23-25. They're 2 games under 500. What do you mean?
I guess a couple games back.
What does that mean?
What is easier to digest? Being 2-3 in an NFL season or being 23-25 in a baseball season?
23-25. I'm less panicked because you have a lot of games left to play.
But it's hard to get context for what 23-25
Look, it means the team is under 500.
We've done a lot of dumb things on the show. This, without a doubt, takes the cake.
You guys aren't embracing it.
It's worse than Hear Brad Out.
It makes me
legitimately
annoyed.
worse.
Yeah, it is.
They're both pretty brilliant ideas.
I can handle Hear Brad Out.
Like you said, like Ben said, you need to open your mind a little bit. You need to open your mind.
Ben stopped talking 10 minutes ago.
I've been
you realized
trying
how
to find a
stupid it
way to
was.
make Brewers math better.
I told you.
And now I just want to talk about how Logan Henderson is starting tonight.
All right, Logan, come on.
Henderson.
And the Brewers play a horrible Orioles team right now.
Yeah, what happened to
So this
them?
is like playing
Weren't they good last year?
They were very
team.
good.
And they fired their manager this year.
They have no pitching. Their pitchers stink.
Oh, they should
stink
tried to
out
keep
loud.
Corbin.
So their defense stinks. So we're likely going to put up some points on them on the football field.
Put
up some points.
I was gonna say, I hope you say football field because I was gonna be lost on Brewers math there too. You can't lose your only counterpart in Brewers math, otherwise Brewers math is capiche. Yes, -1.
Nope. Not capiche.
Yeah. I got it.
I wanted to cover that up because
What are you looking up?
Capiche.
It's capiche.
Otherwise, Brewers math is kapush.
Oh,
Still wrong. Still wrong.
Am I?
Have you heard of the word kapush before?
No, but I'm trying things.
Yeah, no.
Just like Brewers math.
Not even close.
All right. I don't know what I don't know what capiche or kapush or kapaush.
Oh, it's all wrong. So that would make sense.
Brewers math
Capiche
goes.
means you understand.
Yeah, are we in agreement?
Capiche? So no capiche in Brewers math. Nobody understands.
I know where you're trying to go, but it's all wrong. You're not. The sentence is even formulated correctly.
Wait, you really don't know what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to say it goes.
Bye-bye?
Yeah,
but
there's a word that says the K.
is.
Yeah. I don't know it.
There's
Guide
a K
me
and
there.
there's
Hold
a
on.
P.
So why are you using it if you don't know it?
Can you just say it?
No.
We need
Brad,
you to, no, we
if
need
you don't
to
help me, Brewers math is
I'm
done.
in a bad spot
No,
here
no,
because
we-
they had two different.
We really need you to figure
Hey,
this
Brad,
one
you
out.
can tell Ben what I just told you and Kyle in your ear.
Says if we help you, then
Their career is over.
yeah, it's really so.
Their name comes off the show.
It was a pretty big threat.
Kaput.
There you go.
Nope.
It's kaput.
No, it's not kaput.
Kaput means to go away with.
Isn't he looking for kibosh?
Kibosh.
He's putting the kibosh on it?
Kibosh.
Yeah. I
But
know what it
his
was.
defense, kaput means
He
an
didn't-
adjective,
he didn't
broken
know.
and useless, no longer working or defective.
He wanted
Just
to put
like
kibosh
this
on the
segment, Brewers
conversation.
math is kaposh.
Incredibly defective, yeah.
So, Brad, you're going to tell us how to wash the stench out of Brewers math.
Oh, I would love. The only way to do that, even though Brewers math is beautiful, is Tsunami Express Car Wash. That's right. I know me and my car. It is Memorial Day weekend. My car turns 9. Can you believe that? 9-year-old car. But I take it to Tsunami Express as often as I can because I'm a ceramic member and I get it washed inside and out. And because of that, looks like I just drove it off the lot. It's reflective, it's beautiful, and it gives it that new car feel that only Tsunami Express can give, especially with spring and summer right around the corner. It's the go-to spot to make sure your car is glistening and looking great in that warm Wisconsin sun. And now is the best time because for a Memorial Day special between May 19th and May 26th, your first month of a unlimited car wash special is just $10. That's right. Visit Tsunami Express in store and you get $10 for your first month of unlimited washes. Tsunami Express, showing how you wash, chill, repeat this Memorial Day and all spring and summer long with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Finito. Another good word from Daniel.
Finito.
Great song.
We are all dumber for having listening to Brewers math, Matt and Racine.
I agree with you, Matt.
Ron and the Key, I think you need to study Brewers English.
Now that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
That's good. That's funny.
That is it for Brewers math, folks. It was a good run.
No.
Brad.
Let's revisit 9.5 games.
Kyle and Strofe are just
I hate it here.
No, for real, I have a headache from listening to nonsense and trying to keep up.
I believe
and I feel
actually, while we're on the topic, I do have Ben Brust's high school transcript here. How'd you do in math in high school?
probably poor.
honors algebra.
You did honors?
That is insulting. That is insulting.
How'd you do?
You did algebra too. He got an A both semesters in algebra too.
Hey.
Yeah,
Who'd
wow.
you cheat off of?
I tried then.
Wow.
You tried.
Then. We'll see if this segment's better than Brewers math.
Not a high bar.
Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
When I'm again doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring, I'm sizing up my
do the
ring
Pack
with
Arena right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack arena.
Hey.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Dealing with two lanes blocked blocked. The two left lanes blocked on eastbound 94, right about at 20th Street, where we're seeing an accident that's got things backed up all the way back to 84th Street. Southbound 43 backing up from just south of Keefe all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River. Northbound side slowing down from before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Keefe. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, cloudy, more showers, breezy with a low of 46. Tomorrow, cloudy, breezy, and showers, cool with a high of 51. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wild Rock Golf in the Wisconsin Dells, a must-play every golf season. Wild Rock Golf features championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Wild Rock, a Herdston Fry masterpiece that's cut from the natural beauty of the Wisconsin Dells and offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes. Wild Rock presents spectacular greens that roll fast and true. Wild Rock Golf in the Wisconsin Dells, a unique gem that offers a challenge to avid golfers of all abilities. Book your tee time today for this must-play at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
As a fellow military veteran, I relied on my team to get through very difficult missions. We had each other's back and supported our teammates through thick and thin. If you find yourself struggling to make it another day or know someone who is, reach out. Support is at reachoutwis.org.
Paid for by Advancing a Healthier Wisconsin Endowment with support by the Medical College of Wisconsin, the War Memorial Center, and reachoutwis.org.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, good news to all listening. Management came down. Brewers math is
finito.
Kapow.
No. Finito. Kabosh.
No.
Dunzo.
Kabosh. Check out the Princeton Club in New Berlin. It's a fantastic place for you to further your mind, your body, and the community. Take a small step to start today. No goal is too small. Simply just start by going in there, getting a tour, seeing how clean the health clubs are. Open 24/7. Free childcare with a membership. Always upgrading the facilities so you have the best equipment available. That's what you get at the Princeton Club. An unbelievable experience. Can't wait to get after my body this summer for the wedding. Got to look good. Got to be in the best shape I can with where I'm at in life before the wedding. Check out the Princeton Club. Cody, you're correct. Not even upper management can understand Brewers math.
It's so advanced, it's simple.
You're done. You're done.
Ding dong, the wicked witch of the Brewers.
You're
Matthew.
done.
How about we agree?
You're
not
done.
9.5, 18 games.
You're-
we go through 2
You're
NFL
done.
games.
You're done.
and we
You're
revisit.
done.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Stroph's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Oh, I kind of like this from Taylor on the Carbless Talking text line. New end of show idea. We have the clown of the day of the show.
Oh.
We all vote. I love it. It's Brad today, hands down.
Brother, you've given him a run for his money. There.
I may have, but Brewers math outdoes anything I've done.
Capiche.
2 NFL games. Let's revisit.
Nope.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
So, I was told earlier in the show that I have the green and gold glasses on tight. Well, I'm happy to report they've been removed. Because apparently, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers is a high school English teacher. Take a listen.
I don't know who Patrick is, but
Is that not your middle name?
Matthew Robert.
Why does it say Matthew Patrick on your Wikipedia? Are you joking?
When has Wikipedia been a source of credible information?
Boom roasted, Strove.
That's Matt LaFleur on the Kay Adams show, which he will appear on tomorrow. That happened a little bit earlier today. As we well know on this show, I am a Wikipedia purist. I believe it is the best app, other than ESPN Wisconsin app, on the App Store today. It is every piece of information right at the tip of your fingertips, right in your pocket, everywhere you go. Wikipedia. You search it, you got the answer.
Kay Adams got it wrong because of Wikipedia.
Bad journalism there.
You can put anything you want on Wikipedia.
You sure can.
However, most people aren't going on there and putting inaccurate information. Wikipedia has about a 99.9% accuracy rate.
Based off of what?
My research.
Okay, that's what I.
And my research is thorough. Much more thorough than Kay Adams. Can't even figure out the right middle name. I can't believe my head coach would take such a devastating blow at Wikipedia. It's an unbelievable state of affairs in Green Bay that a man who is supposed to be known as an offensive genius, a creative play caller, is more focused on the ethics and accuracy of the best app on the planet. It's a true shame. I'm very nervous for what this season brings.
Wikipedia is a good resource. I wouldn't say it's a good source. You know what I mean? If you need something, you can go to it and you can get a general idea of what's going on.
Yeah, it's
not the full story.
It's like the classic thing where you'd say, like, don't, like, hold me to this, but, and then you start saying something. You always need to, like, add a little disclaimer for Wikipedia.
Yeah, and the thing about Wikipedia, you can find the information that gets you going, but then at the bottom, they kind of give you references. You may want to check some of those references. Because if you go to Brad Nortman's Wikipedia page, you think he's a quarterback. They have a picture of you throwing a football on Wikipedia.
Wait, who uploaded that picture, Kyle? You know who
The
uploaded
thing
that
is,
picture?
like, that is me throwing a football, though.
But it's very misleading. If Strofe uploaded it, it proves our point that they do not have enough of quality control here.
What is Matt LaFleur's middle name? Robert?
Yes.
That's what he said.
That's what he claimed.
ChatGPT can't be trusted.
Oh.
Because Wikipedia, they gather their information.
Matthew Patrick LaFleur on ChatGPT. So AI is just as dumb as Wikipedia.
I wonder if AI and Wikipedia are in cahoots.
AI sources everything on the internet.
You think he's messing with Kay Adams?
I don't think he has any reason to lie about his middle name to Kay Adams.
I mean, it's everywhere. Matthew Patrick LaFleur. It's all over the internet.
Really?
Outside of Wikipedia.
Yeah, but I imagine a lot of these sites probably. But like Sportskita.com has Matthew Patrick.
So this is a problem.
Matthew Patrick sounds better than Matthew Robert.
This is a problem for Wikipedia. Wikipedia has false information out there.
Ooh, new nickname for LaFleur, Little Bobby.
L-I-L.
Lil Bobby.
Lil Bobby.
That sounds like it could be a
I
rapper.
don't know why he sounds like a rapper, but I like where your head's at.
Anytime you put Lil in front of something, you think of Lil rapper.
I'm nervous about what this season brings. He's too worried about the ethics of journalism than he is as a playbook.
Shouldn't he have high standards?
Weren't you taught in college that Wikipedia is not a source you can use on papers?
Yeah, it's something I was taught that I didn't listen to.
Well, then how
But
did
you're
you
a big
graduate?
source guy.
Love sources.
Is Wikipedia a credible source? Would you,
In my eyes,
break
the
a
answer is
story
yes.
on it?
Would I write a story about Wikipedia
Would you
being...
break a story if Wikipedia was your only source?
Well, the story would be broken if it was on Wikipedia already, Brad. It's a hard question.
What
to
if you're
answer.
breaking it to a new audience?
We're in the waters right now, and I don't like it.
Brad and all these stupid questions.
Your only thing on becoming relevant was Wikipedia?
Well, I had more, but we literally have a college professor coming up next.
That is true.
Very true.
He would be ashamed at what you
And
just
it's
said.
something we could talk about tomorrow, so I can hang on to it.
All right, well, tell us how you're looking through your information, Kyle.
Nothing I'm hanging on to at all, and I was talking about my windows. I love my windows, and I'm going to have them forever. I'm telling y'all this right now. I used to be so cold in the winter inside my house, so hot in the summer inside my house because I had old, crappy windows that were chipping. If you're looking at your windows and they're chipping, they're not holding in the cool air, they're not holding in the warm air, then you need to upgrade with Universal Windows Direct, just like me. Get rid of those old and drafty, worn out windows. Get the great windows with Universal Windows Direct, and they have an ultimate offer to get your home ready for summer and beyond. Right now, during their home improvement season sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows, just half off your windows. Plus, it gets even better. For a limited time, you'll get no interest, zero interest, no payments for 12 months. That's an entire year to enjoy your new windows before you have to pay a single cent. Yes, beautiful deal they have with Universal Windows Direct. So why wait? Call them today for your free in-home estimate at 414-410-2000 or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com. That's universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. I'm telling you this right now. This may celebrate comfort, curb appeal, and serious savings with Universal Windows Direct. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson of ESPN is joining us next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head.
I don't even know what that is. You have to
That means
explain
I'm
it
a
to me.
baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at schneiderjobs.com. That's schneiderjobs.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Highlight your long weekend when the Brewers kick off a 3-game series against the Red Sox on Memorial Day, featuring the best way to start summer, Dollar Hot Dog Day. Keep the summer vibes going into the week as kids and seniors can get 50% off select tickets at the game on Wednesday, May 28th. What's better than a long weekend? Brewers baseball and dollar hot dogs. Find your seats today at brewers.com.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, artist in residence, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls right now. Get 50% off your windows plus no interest and no payments for 12 months and a free entry door with your window purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey there, Brewers fans. We've got a new way for you to watch the Brew Crew this season. FanDuel Sports Network. And now there are more ways to watch the Brewers than ever before. Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network to stream all the action. Or, new this season, Brewers Baseball is now available on Amazon Prime Video as an add-on subscription. You can also access FanDuel Sports Network through TV providers, including DirecTV, Spectrum, Xfinity, Fubo, and more. Visit GetMyHomeTeams.com to learn more.
Save big on everything when you shop at Menards. Own the summer from sun up to sundown with help from Australian Gold. From insect repellent, sunscreen to skincare, Australian Gold has you covered. Save big on all Australian Gold products now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, you are going to want to be able to do the things you want to do this spring and summer. But if you got joint pain, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, then QC Kinetics is your go-to to be able to get rid of that joint pain that you're experiencing. I, in fact, are going to go there tomorrow. Visit the Greenfield location to see everything that QC Kinetics has in store for me. Every time I go there in person, I am absolutely amazed with the technologies that they have. PRP, platelets, plasma, all these things that are going to get your body feeling good again. It's something of a miracle when you see the cutting-edge technology that QC Kinetics works with, you start to say, this is why they're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. If you are feeling like that, then don't wait. Get your free consultation from QC Kinetics and give them a call today. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
As the smartest person of the show outside of Homer is sitting here, John Anderson is a professor. Professor Big Daddy J.A., is a professor at the University of Missouri. We tried to dumb down the Brewers season into Brewers math. 162 games divided by 17 is 9.5 games.
Don't pull him into this.
Do you think that was a good way to break out a season?
Isn't it easier just kind of go by tenths and say every 17 or every 16 around it? Why do I need the 9.5?
Because we're trying to, everyone can instinctively understand the NFL season, NFL standings, things like that. So we're trying to equate the Brewers.
Don't say we. Don't say we. Don't say we.
On KBN.
No.
We're
don't
trying to
throw me into this.
The Brewers record into what would that be for them if they were playing in the NFL. So the Brewers right now, they'd be like, we're through 48 games. That's like 5 NFL games. It'd be 2-3. The Cubs feel like they're 4-1. It's just an easier way to digest a lot of numbers over there in the MLB world. What do you say, John? Does that sound like an interesting and more digestible way to understand the MLB season?
No, I think you need to be a better baseball fan. Why do you got to make it an NFL thing? Just be a baseball fan. Are you in first at the 4th of July? That's important. And then after that, All-Star break, I want to know a little bit about where you are there. But the rest of it, no, I don't need to jam this into. I'm in the seam head crowd. All right, I know what is.
See, I told you the thing, and this is why I need to disassociate myself with Brad Nortman, because I watch MLB Big Inning every night.
You'll forever be a Brewers math proponent right alongside me, man.
No, I'm done with it. All right, that is case closed. John Anderson, thank you very much for that. Additionally, Alex Strofe thinks Wikipedia is a true source of information that you can put on college papers. Your thoughts?
No. You want to go there and look at it, you might get a hint, but then you better double check. That is not an excuse. That I do not credit Wikipedia on any sources that you send me. That would be insufficient.
Would it make you a bad journalist if you utilize Wikipedia for all your information without double checking?
If you did it without double checking, yeah, it'd make you a lousy journalist.
If someone had submitted a paper,
Stroh, lousy.
If someone submitted a paper,
I use all of my research.
You
on
said
that.
the greatest app ever, 99.9%.
I just want to be on record as disagreeing with the professor of Missouri. This is what academians have to do. 99% of Wikipedia is accurate. People must go against it because otherwise they serve no purpose.
Well, it got the middle name of the coach of your football team wrong of the past.
As I said, 99% accurate.
It's for a while. It said I was born in Peru.
And how much else is there?
I haven't looked at it in years. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I go to other places.
Real places.
John, there was a producer on another show of ours, Wilde and Tausch. Jesse's the producer on that show.
Yep.
He was floating around the idea as saying, at what point do we start to have the conversation that Pat Murphy should be on the hot seat, given how the Brewers have started their year? Is that not just the most ludicrous take you've ever heard?
Golly, yeah, that is stupid. It's just you're going to have 48 games in after a season of what he did after last season.
The manager of the year.
What he did last year, and I guess we just wiped that out. And the fact that they don't have enough guys to pitch and they don't have enough guys to hit. I feel like it's amazing he's kept them right now that they're not the Colorado Rockies at whatever the Rockies are now. The Rockies got into double digits.
They're still short of 10.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, they suck.
They're either
What's
8
the Brewers,
and
what's the
36
Brewers
or
math on
9.
that? What's the Rockies math?
Yeah,
They're
trash.
0-5.
John, really quickly, I'm on your Wikipedia page. It doesn't know if you were born in 1964 or 1965.
I'll update it for you, John.
It said, oh
my gosh.
So that's 99% right. I'm one of those two. Sure.
So which one is it? I'll update it right now.
What else? See, the fact that you can go in and update it tells you right now that's not the best source of information.
But I'm a Wikipedia purist, John. I would never put anything inaccurate on there.
But, yeah, well, you're in the 1%, not the 99% that would.
That is crazy.
Don't you need to...
Sounds judgmental.
Don't you need to...
Sounds like he doesn't want to tell us his age right now. Is what I'm feeling.
Don't do it.
65. 1965. I turned 60 last week. I'm not mad at all.
No,
last Tuesday.
Happy birthday.
Homer, go figure out on Wikipedia what year John Anderson was born.
He knows. We talked about this last week because last Tuesday, by the way, when I was on, thanks for wishing me a happy birthday. Yeah, I turned 60 I turned 60 last Tuesday.
Oh wow.
I'm not mad at anybody.
Wikipedia didn't know.
I'm old as I am.
It says 64 or
It
65.
doesn't mean it's inaccurate.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah, it does. It kind of does.
No, it just
Feels a
doesn't.
little
There are other
inaccurate.
people that they don't have their birthday. It's not. It'd be inaccurate if it gave the wrong date. Now, I went to Wiki guess things. This is a
Dude, if I
Wiki.
told you the Packers record was 10-7, or maybe it was 11-6, would you tell me it's kind of right?
99%. Keep working on that 1%.
But we're finding so many examples that are not making this 99.
No,
Homer,
because you
I don't know
haven't
if you-
checked the sites to see all the incredible amount of information that's available.
It is, and it's fine for a good place to start. But I don't know about you, Homer, but when I worked there at the ESPN, and even now, I like to hold myself to the 100% standard. I don't want to have a 1%. I don't care if it's 1%. I don't get to have that. If I'm wrong, I take a hit.
You do have two children, correct?
Actually, no, I have 3. My wife and I have 2, and then I have another daughter.
With 99%, Homer? 99, you're telling me right now?
Yes, I'm telling you.
No,
We done found 70% is wrong.
So if
You haven't even looked at what's there.
If you are,
It says him and his wife have 2 children. It does not say John has 3 children. It says him and his
Misleading.
wife have 2 children.
Is that
That's
accurate?
accurate.
on the off chance my daughter in Chicago, Olivia, is listening, she's going to be 35 soon. I love you just like I love all the other ones, even if you know you're not on Wikipedia.